was insane.
I'd rather make some Peter Pan jokes for a character that had to recently depart from one of Meta's campaigns.
Me or him? I'm pretty sure talking about Dora.
Yes,
All right, fucking
because he loves constantly reminding me of those Ursula jokes. Just because I named one character Ursula.
See, this is why you don't do shit like that. Like, this is exactly why I'm not naming a character Saint Elmo.
Zeno, fucking do it. This is not negotiable anymore. You have to.
No, because Saint Elmo's fire is cool, but it sounds like Tickle Me Elmo, and I'm not having those Tickle Me Elmo memes in my fucking chat.
Oh man, you're just so, so childish sometimes, you know? No one would think that.
Literally, everyone would think that. Who else other than Tickle Me Elmo do people know that is named Elmo? Literally no one. No one's ever heard of Saint Elmo.
This
I,
is
I,
literally the only meme that I would use, alright?
you know, that's the thing when he said it. He's just like fire Elmo. I was like, what?
That would be Elmo on fire, so that
Well,
does make sense.
Yeah.
wait, who are we waiting for? Bandor.
He said he'd be here the entire session length and he's not even here.
But the funny part is there are other Ursulas out there. I mean, come on, freaking the main character in George of the fucking Jungle, the female
Lost
protagonist.
George.
Her her name is Ursula.
No, that'd be Ursula in the jungle.
Female protagonist. George, of course, is the
Guys, we
main.
should stop making abusive jokes about Ursula. It's not fun anymore. Just
Tell that
Danar always
to
happens to make
Salty.
characters that jokes get made of, and that's not.
Um, Actually, I don't. The only time jokes are made of is when shit happens, like with Dracus with all my low rolls. Aster, but
I guess.
with Aster getting killed by a panther, literally session one. It, it's it's the shit that happens to my characters that little jokes spawn from, but only from Ursula, just from the name.
Of course. What were you hoping for a reason to make dumb jokes?
A better reason than the name, yes.
If you're talking about, or if we're talking about terrorism, I just like to say that the best character in the whole movie, without debate, is the small gorilla child. She was.
Um, Also, Zeno, I have a gift for you and I want you to use it because I'm not good with NPCs and I don't want to make it. Behold, a lad.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
It's the male Kenku.
You know, I'm getting mental images of like the male guy from fucking Legend of Zelda, but also at the same time from Sheen from fucking Jimmy Neutron, who did his own little vocal message delivery service. So I'm imagining that this Kenku has a similar service where it's just not like, oh, I don't deliver just mail. I deliver messages that he can repeat.
When anybody says messenger or career, I just think of the damn careers from Skyrim, and I'm just entering a
That's all for
goddamn
today.
dragon. I enter a goddamn dragon infested area and I see him. I have mail for you. I've been looking for you for a while now. She literally finds me in the weirdest place.
Yeah. So I was in like the Sky Temple, right? Like the real secret Blades Temple area. And then the courier just came strutting on through because apparently I started the Dark Brotherhood questline and I forgot to sleep.
They're amazing. Skyrim just has the best system ever.
Yeah, the best people in mail ever. I trust them with my life.
Alright, well, let's fucking get started, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after all the events that happened in a private session, would I have had a long rest by any chance?
Yes. So, everyone is level 9, everyone is long rested. We're going to do one bit of housekeeping before we get into the proper questing. And that's, we're going to, everybody who has employees, pay them. Also, if you own a business, roll on the running a business table. I believe the party and or just Joseph owns the farm itself.
Yeah, I should really look into all
Shit,
that stuff since I have.
we're fucking
Jim,
skipping a month. Fuck.
Yes. So, we're gonna do. So, I have a couple of housekeeping things that I want to say before we get started. So, between every session, there's just sort of like you have 30 days to do shit between sessions. So, if you have employees, between every session, there are basically like 4 things they can do or less, depending on how long it takes for you to do them. I have a bunch of staff members that I created I created a fuck ton specifically because Xavier and Joseph kept buying all of them.
I need some friends, guys, that I can buy with money.
Well, I only needed them because you gotta like the, the estate was getting lonely, guys. You guys aren't staying the night. I was by myself. Come on, and I had an assassin living with me.
You don't need to make excuses. I literally bought everything Gino put out. It's fine. He hates me.
I I'm not angry, but I'm angry with myself for literally just giving you anything that you wanted, and then you still fucking complain. Like the actual nerve.
I never complain.
How come these employees don't have special abilities? By the way, can you
I
make
never.
like 8 more
That was
characters?
not a That wasn't complaining. That was a question. Are you gonna or not? How is that complaining? Don't make me fight.
So, I may have said this offhandedly previously, but I'm making it an official rule now. Quests from this point forward happen in session. Like, there's been 2 level ups that I haven't recorded that nobody else is fucking aware of, so I'm putting the kibosh on that right now. Questing happens in session. And if you want to play SimCity, hire employees, go shopping, build random shit, that's all great. I love everything about it. Do it when we're not in session, because that shit can take hours.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Sir Zeno King, godlike human,
Keep
supreme
it coming,
leader,
keep it coming. That's not enough.
supreme leader, great almighty Zeno, who is who thinks I complained even though I didn't mean it. Sorry, almighty Zeno. Is that
Oh my god.
That's better.
My friend that also made that artwork of the bird made this.
fuck you, Zeno? Because you know damn well I wasn't complaining. You just want to fuck.
All right, Zeno, you prepared for this shit?
Oh, I'm so ready. So, there's a obviously what happened between certain characters is between them, and it's up to them to explain. There's a few things that I have to tell you about those other sessions. So during the level up quest that Xavier was not a part of, um, it originally you were all supposed to get Swift as an ally on this quest He is no longer going to be coming with you because of shit that happened between games.
Uh, honestly, I was also expecting like we probably all would have been summoned to court for a particular reason.
So all of you have been given a letter detailing detailing the quest that you have been given. You can certainly go to court. You do not have to.
Oh, I want to go to court. You know why I want to go to courts, you know. But before we do any of that, let me just tell you exactly how much I'm spending now to pay for the new month
I'm pretty
with
sure.
with some extra shit on the side. I'm paying 223 gold. That will pay for my guards and my gladiator, and I am buying myself a fucking land surveyor and the three housekeepers you have on the board. Schwabity the butler, Samwise the tailor, and Senko the maid.
Nice. So, Joseph, can I have you roll on the D100 chart for the barony? Let's see if the farms that you own earn anything.
Uh, I don't know how much the water thing helped me. Like, was it only a one-time thing or what?
Yeah, there was a
What
penalty
water?
due to the drought, and there's only so much water a crop can take before it drowns. So you just waive that minus 10% penalty.
Wait,
Like, no,
wait. I thought. Hold up here now. I gotta read.
So you pretty much don't need to hire a land surveyor because you've already found water. Um, and there's only a 10 minus 10% penalty due to the drought. You can find a large quantity of fertilizer or spend work weeks irrigating or casting plant growth on the crops, which either you can do or a druid that you hire can do.
I'll
But
take my 30 gold back. I'll take my 30 gold back then if I don't need a land surveyor. But uh, I'm going to fucking use plant growth myself because I have it prepared and I thought I would need more water, but if I don't need more water, let's fucking do this shit.
you literally can't do that because you used a bunch of work weeks last session and we're doing a time skip. So you can do
Oh,
that
that's
for
right.
next month.
That is right. Okay, so I'll just roll straight then.
All right, roll me a D100, Joseph. Also, I know I asked this earlier, but I don't think I got a response. Is this party money or is this Joseph money when we're rolling for the farm? I know you technically are the Baron, but I don't know if you're splitting your gold.
I'd
I
say Joseph. He
I
pays
mean,
he pays if anything bad happens to the farm. So I'd say
Yeah, apparently I take full responsibility and I'm just housing a bunch of fucking couch loafers and shit.
I'm okay with that.
Oh no.
my God.
Too bad Lucky
on
can't affect that.
depending on Zeno's mood.
huh?
Lucky can't affect that. It's a D20. There's no fucking way. I owe 60 gold and I gave 30 back, so let me check the amount and see how much I owe. Oh, 90 gold? Oh, that's worth.
Do you need me to give you some?
I have the gold, thank God. So I removed 90.
All right. So now that we've got that housekeeping out of the way, let's actually start the session proper. So I'm assuming everybody is waking up from a long rest within Joseph's house within the barony, right?
Unless you're all sleeping at the Copper Inn like you normally do.
I'm sleeping at Joseph's house with my army.
I am once again broke, boys.
All right. How about Gregor and Adora? Where are you guys right now?
Dora agreed to what you said about sleeping.
I am sleeping inside the house.
Yeah, so we're all there.
Excellent. So you all wake up about half an hour earlier than you really wanted to because you were all just assaulted by this oppressive heat. It is dry, it is hot, you feel like you're going to catch fire, and you cannot sleep any longer.
Well, like the heat, like a heat wave, or
It's been hot as hell this entire time, but this is unusually hot. Like, this is boiling your skin hot.
I feel like there's a fire in the house.
yeah, I'm gonna get up and look around, make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
As you look around the house, you don't see anything on fire, but you can still smell like hints, like tiny, tiny hints of smoke. As you go to the living room, you see that Tantalus has lifted the blinds. Your glass windows have warped in the heat and changed shape into a lens, which she has passed out in front of. And you can see sunlight slowly focusing to a pinpoint on her.
Okay, yeah, no. Hmm. I have nothing to repair that glass with, so my only thought is probably shattering it. So if somebody has something to repair, like with a
Mending.
spell,
Does anybody have mending?
Yeah. Well, as a druid, I can change spells when I wake up, so I'm pretty sure I can.
nice.
Yeah, I can.
All right. So, Xavier, you cast Mending on the window, unwarping the material. Tantalus is still passed out. She is no longer sweating. That is how hot she is.
Poor girl. I'll go get find some water and just kind of splash it on her, kind of help cool her off.
As you splash water, a small amount of it literally steams off of her face. She looks like she was on the verge of heat stroke.
Oh shit. All right. Well, looks the fuck. Hmm.
All
Well,
right. So you are all together. Tantalus is still unconscious, but safe. It's hot as hell. You have a quest to go on. What are all of you doing right now?
Well, Xavier would like to, you know, tell them what happened last night, which I would assume would be last night, right?
You said you're going to tell them all what happened last night?
Yeah, last night between like end game, the attempted murder happened last night, right?
Wait, there was a murder?
Think you have some explaining to do.
Well, Joseph and Gregor and Edora. Last night, a man who, from what he claimed, is an acquaintance of Joseph, attempted to take my life. He was sent by the hags to end one of the arsonists, and well, I was their first target.
An acquaintance how? As I'm looking at Xavier, just like fanning this girl, keeping her cool.
Well, from what it seemed, he had known you, and he told me to tell you that Swift says hello.
Joseph's gonna stop fanning, kind of look up and be like, "Oh, yeah, my former assassin is what you're referring to. He's no longer employed to me for certain reasons. He was not trustworthy. So, if he was sent to kill you, And thank God you confirmed it was with the hags. I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, well, the thing is, I wasn't accusing you. We are brothers in arms, and I trust every each one of you here. But as it stated, from what the king stated, that Swift should be trusted, and I'll follow what the king says, and I'll try and not murder him when I see him again.
I don't think we will be seeing him actually. Uh, he tried to make amends for the king, and he succeeded by helping me with a little something. In fact, I actually would like to go to court to see how that trial is doing.
All right, whatever suits you, my friend. But I must say that the hags are a threat to each and every one of us because clearly they want to pick us off one by one. Yes, they failed by me, but we don't know if they can get lucky the next time. So as soon as we're done with your little errand, we need to go.
I agree. Do any of you object to that?
Not especially.
Basically, what Xavier said is that he doesn't mind going to to the court to check out this little errand that just wants one. But the moment we're done, we need to head straight for the hags and kill them because they're a threat.
All right. So, as you guys all leave your house, you're immediately hit by this wave. It feels like a nuclear bomb has gone off because there are very high winds whipping up sand and dirt, and it just blowing hot air around like a convection oven.
Okay, I'm taking the girl with us, and I'm gonna like take her to the Copper Inn, or you know what? She's gonna go see Bun Bon again. She's gonna go to a cool place, and she's gonna be able to cuddle a rabbit.
When you go to Hecate's Mages College and you walk through the door, there's this wave of relief as the temperature drops from 130 to 70. There's like a 60-degree drop as it's magically kept cool.
Nice.
Zeno, can I make a nature check to see if this is normal?
Can you make a
Oh,
nature
yeah.
check to see if the heat wave is normal? Absolutely.
16.
So, you're a druid. You've been through droughts before. Droughts last maybe a couple of weeks, maybe 2 or 3 months out of the summer, but it always gets cooler. Fall is on the way. It should be getting cooler, yet it just got much, much hotter. You've never seen a drought or a heat wave this severe for this long.
Could I see if there's a magical cause to this? Like a stout magical cause?
Describe to me how you would go about finding that information. Because as Xavier knows, this has never happened before.
Hmm. I don't really know. I just have proficiency in Arcana.
I'm going to roll a no.
Alright.
Got
You know what's
activations
bad.
fly. You know, red dragons love fire.
Yeah, I mean,
So do gold dragons.
I don't care. It's fucking dragons in general, man. When I think of dragon, I don't think, oh, poison. I think fire.
That's fair. I think black dragons are poison.
That is fair.
yeah, they are.
No,
They're
that's good.
actually they're
Yeah.
acidic. It's green.
Blacks are acidic. No racist.
Adora,
Say that.
you've never heard of a magical heat wave that could go for more than 3 months. Like, there are definitely weather control spells. There are none that have a duration of 90 fucking days.
God damn it! Is it that guy that we saw like the second session or something? I'm starting to suspect everything and everyone. God damn you, Zeno. Well, for as the heat sucks, we need to go to the court. So may we go?
Yeah, I agree. Let me just make sure she's gets to Bon Bon first as I go. Make sure she's delivered to Bon Bon and tell him to keep her company and make sure she stays cool for a while. She almost had a heat stroke.
So, as you make your way to the courts are buzzing with activity. There's always one or two lawyers in the courts working for someone. There are dozens of lawyers, specifically goblin and human lawyers. Dozens of them just running back and forth at high speeds. Some are carrying papers, some just look like they're delivering coffee. It is a maelstrom of activity.
Hmm. He did say you probably get the best lawyers, but I don't think they're doing any good.
Well, I'm curious now. What is it that you've done? I do not require the details, but what occurred with Swift?
Oh, sweet, sweet revenge.
On that family that we met?
Oh, yeah, but one got away, unfortunately. So, let's go see how they're handling their crimes.
So, as you walk into the courthouse, you can see the king at the judge's table, along with Hannah the Regal by his side. And there's one or two appointed lawyers, and they are being assaulted on all sides by about 12 lawyers, goblin and human alike, just shouting objections, throwing papers, pointing at charts. Like, no, this is not how the law works. You can't execute nobles. And then you've got other goblins saying, none of this happened anyway, and even if it did, it's not that bad. Let them go at once. There's screaming back and forth going on. You've never seen the king or Hannah lose their shit. They are losing their shit.
Oh, shit. So I'm just gonna kind of walk in, making my presence somewhat known, and just kind of take a seat with a just a grin on my face.
You can see there is a pair of goblin lawyers sitting next to you, reading and rereading the Constitution, trying to find a loophole. They're not finding any.
I'll sit down next to Joseph, just looking at the commotion.
So this looks like it might go on for damn near forever if you don't get someone's attention. No one is paying you any attention.
Alright, I kind of stand up and hold my hand up to the king in Hana and be like, if I may.
This is just about the worst possible time, Joseph. What is it?
Well, if they need any hard proof to know exactly the kind of people the walkers are, I'm living proof.
You get immediately harassed by lawyers. Who are you? Who are you? Who do you think you are? You think you're someone special? Because you're not. We're the best lawyers in the country. Who do you think you are?
He's a baron.
They all kind of shrink down and go quiet. Well, if you don't submit evidence into the discovery process as per required by law, it is invisible to the courts and it will not be acknowledged during court. And then you just get handed this massive stack of paperwork to fill out.
Well, it is fair, I guess, but the thing is, like I said, I'm that physical evidence. So if I have to s- implement the evidence, I have to be able to step forward and voice it myself.
One of the goblins puts his hand on the top sheet of paper and goes, "Every piece of evidence needs a form, including you," and then just starts making it rain forms directly into your face.
Alright, I'm gonna fucking go through the paperwork then, motherfucker.
I'll help Joseph go through the paperwork.
All right, anyone who wants to help Joseph with the forms, please make an intelligence saving throw to not just be incapacitated by a crippling migraine at how dull and tedious this work is.
That is the wrong person.
Xavier will.
15. I'm gonna try using a lucky roll real.
Joseph, we have your back. You don't need to.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have a 22, a 23, a 15, and a 15. We're fine.
alright, but I figured he might want me to roll my individual roll as well. So I figured if I want to keep up with you guys, I need a higher roll as well. So
I will let you know that a 15 passes. So if you want to save that lucky, go for it.
I'll save it then.
Okay,
I
so we
took
have.
a year of law in school, so this is this dense legalese I can translate just a bit.
All right, so all four of you passed the save. It was dawn when you left home. It is now high noon, and you have finally finished submitting the paperwork. And while filling out this paperwork, there's a lot of physical evidence that raises a lot of questions that perhaps Joseph should explain.
Oh yeah. So as you go through the paperwork, you're seeing a bunch of physical evidence pointing against the walkers for slavery, child slavery and torture, uh, child molestation, possibly, especially the possibility of uh, making golems out of genuine copies of said children, specifically the children from the orphanage that we are helping. Uh, we even have them connected with the worm speakers. They've been doing shady deals with them and getting funding from them. Oh, the list goes on and on.
So as you guys start browsing through this paperwork, you see paperwork labeled the Eye of Horus, basically a magical camera that records your proportions in 3D space to be turned into a golem later. And then you see that there are about 5 children in total that have been observed in this way by Roxa, one of the people who applied to look after the orphans for you.
A very, very regrettable hiring.
And beyond that, you just see an absolute mountain of evidence, damning, almost irrefutable evidence, linking the Walker family to torture, slavery, and illegal dealings with the cult known as the Worm Speakers. But it's very sparse on exactly who, what, where, when, and why the Worm Speakers actually are. So, as you are all mentally exhausted, you eventually fill out the paperwork. Joseph, you're confident that with your friends helping you, how strong this evidence is, they are either going to get life in prison or the death penalty. Especially Roxa.
I'm kind of hoping life in prison, but the death penalty honestly would be fitting these fuckers.
They do not live long enough to serve out enough life sentences to serve for their crimes, so it's either going to be until they die or death. It's going to be up to the judge. And the judge in this case is King Rex, because the people implicated are nobility.
Yep. Alright.
No one heard that. I assure you.
I heard him asking if you can recommend something.
What? How?
Cause I can hear you, man.
I, as a player, recommend something as a punishment, Xena.
One more time, Adora. Wait, what happened?
He said, "Can I, as a player, recommend a punishment?"
You can absolutely make a recommendation. It's ultimately the king's decision if he takes it, but I do still want to hear it.
So from player to DM, my recommendation is helping as the sham.
Oh, so you've chosen the death penalty, I see.
Fucking Dora has no chips.
The long version of the death penalty, yes.
Fuck, and I thought I was evil. You know he has operating tables full of disassembled people, right?
Oh, I definitely know. I definitely know.
Oh, I know this. I've seen what goes on in there. Also, I'll be right back. I'm finally back in
Dora's the most evil person I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. So, with all that done, am I allowed to submit myself into this?
All right. Well, after a few hours of filling out paperwork, that completes your obligation to this case. You're pretty confident they're not getting out of it, unless you want to. Their actual trial won't be for another week, and then their sentence will be carried out a couple days later.
Ah, so they're just going through the. All right, so I basically just submitted myself to as proof, and I won't be able to present today's.
Yes, the discovery process is actually a really long and time-consuming process in real court, and I'm trying to be like marginally faithful to English common law.
All right.
And I do mean marginally. But yes, so is there anything else the party wants to do before you go back to the toxic swamp and see if you can't crack some hag heads?
I don't know if you saw the message, but I said I'm taking my followers except Mitang. I'll let him keep the bear and he's safe while we're out.
Yeah, Geoff will stay behind to keep an eye on the barony and as well, and also my 5 guards that are posted there, and they should be meeting those new servants eventually.
All right, Xavier, Joseph, can I just have you real quick rattle off the names of the servants you have? I have them memorized, so just say their names.
I got Geoff, that's my gladiator, and I recently bought the 3 house servants. So
And Xavier?
I have Heavy Metal Lotus, Zack, Tabitha, Mitang, John, and Jade. I'm only leaving Mitang to protect the bear since he does not like to.
Are you still employing John Hoover?
What? Of course, I have John Hoover. We're going to swamp, his favorite terrain.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Anybody call for a cleric?
oh, there he
But
is.
It's
we're
about
glad you're
time you showed up.
disgusting.
So
Danny DeVito would be disappointed. Danny DeVito would be so disappointed.
Oh, Bandar, really quickly, because you weren't here for the some housekeeping I wanted to get out. There are between sessions, there are 30 days in which your character can do non-questy things, including but not limited to hiring the dozens of staff members and employees that I have created. So after the session, take a look at it and see if there's anyone you want to hire who has not already been hired.
excellent. I already have several ideas of who to hire. Well, not what to hire, but what to hire for.
God, if you keep making jokes about me hiring people, I'll kill.
No, I was just thinking I'd hire some people to be like, the designated driver, the alibi maker, Uh,
When
The
you
guy
get
who buries the
curator.
body.
Yeah,
Well, I'm pretty sure what's his face already has him, Joseph.
What
You
are
have
you
the guy
trying to?
the
What are you
body,
trying to do?
the butler.
Bandar, when you get the chance, do me a favor and look at the employees in the red light district. And that's all I'm gonna say for right now. We're moving on.
Oh my! I saw them. They're disgusting.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. What are you forming a mafia band? Or what the fuck?
I don't know
no,
fucking
I
band.
was young. I was just gonna make like a crew of guys just so that way I could like have a guy who could drive me anywhere, or like make sure I'm transported between locations, okay, and another guy who's like good
Right, that's
beer drink.
great. Let's go to kill some hags.
Yeah. Well, goddamn.
And luckily, I have access to 5th level spells, so yo boy got this.
Nice.
By the way, can somebody spell the amiable arsonist for me in the DC chat so I can copy it and put it on my fucking notes? Behind on my notes on my sheet.
I believe they're in the guild quests.
Also, yes.
Oh shit! Well, I wish I knew that then. Thank you.
Okay. So, as we're all moving on, let me actually just look really quickly at exactly how far away you are. You are in the Rex City Barony. Okay. So, we walked through this last time. We're going to have to do it again. Which route are you taking to the Toxic Swamp? So, you know where it is. It's at the very tippy top of the dark green. You're in Rex City. It's a lot of terrain to cut through. What path are you taking?
Well,
asked-
considering.
Wait. I'm just gonna say this one thing. Can I ask Jean?
You want to ask
Which,
Jean?
yeah, which path he recommends for?
Here we go. Yes, I know these routes well. We don't want to go to the barony of Izet. They have a contested border with Elvenwood, and we do not want to get into the middle of that conflict. So I say we go north to the barony of Norvin. We pass through quietly and at night between the Scorchfoot and Elvenwood territory so as to not attract attention. Now that the Walker barony has been cleared out, we can safely pass through there unhindered, and with the Baron in our party, no one will stop us. We can go straight up north and then straight up east to our destination with minimal effort.
Joseph just kind of chuckles hearing at this and kind of has like this wicked grin that he's accomplished all life's goals.
And don't forget that
Glad you're
you're
happy,
the
but
son of a baron, which makes us doubly important.
well, I'm glad you're all glad by this, especially Joseph. But anyone against this plan?
None whatsoever.
All right.
I'm fine
Jean,
with it.
Mandar, Adora, I'll assume you're in.
I'm in. Sounds pretty logistical.
All right. So, taking the route that he suggested, which is, just to be clear, not the fastest route, but the safest route, is 85 miles away. And you travel 40 miles per 16-hour day of walking. So this is going to be 2.5 days.
2.5 what now?
2.5 days.
Oh, days. I thought you said months.
2.5 weeks. I was just like, excuse you?
I was gonna be like, why are we going to the fucking hags again if it's gonna take this long?
Only I had my camels, the trip would have been way faster.
Well, you let them die.
What?
Well, you made them die. Don't blame this on me.
You could have defended them. They were only scorpions.
You said there were thousands of them, Zeno. You said there are hundreds of scorpions attacking your camels. Run or die.
Or fight.
That's a lot of scorpions.
Well, look, luckily I have a spell that makes it easier for us to be stealthy. So when we get to the whole stealth part, we can just glide right on through like a hot knife through a nice thick slab of butter.
All right. So it takes you most of the day to get from Rex City to through the barony of Norvin and into the territory between the Scorchfoot Desert and Elvenwood. It is currently afternoon. Do you wait until night as suggested, or do you pursue during mid-afternoon?
Wait, trust me. I've seen this. I've seen the area. Wait, please.
I'd prefer not to die, so
Eh,
let's just wait till.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you have a cleric with you that can heal you from almost anything.
No.
From heat stroke.
I have wine,
That won't help us from heat stroke.
but you'll feel good.
That won't help us from heat stroke.
Well,
Just save the
I also
wine,
have
Vandal.
this jug full of water.
All right. Seeing that everyone is against Mandar's suicidal choice, I assume we're willing to wait.
Yes.
So as you guys wait within the safety of the barony of Norvin, right on the edge of their territory, I would like you guys to roll for an overland travel encounter. Someone roll a D100 for me.
Me.
All right.
I get all the good ones.
Yeah,
Like a
apparently
98.
I rolled a 17. You get the fucking 90.
All right. While you guys are setting up camp for the night, just on the outskirts of the barony, you see a wandering merchant.
Does he look rich?
Oh, I don't trust.
Gregor will go up and greet the merchant. Hello there. You seem like an interesting person. What are you doing here?
Marion Markowitz, what can I get for you? I got a random sack of loot. Don't ask where it comes from. I charge fair prices.
Okay, what's in the bag? Like, specific items.
Oh, just a host of relatively uncommon items. You know, bag of holding, bag of trips, boots of elven kind, and the like. Anything in particular
Okay,
you're
how
looking
much
for?
for the bag of
The what now?
How much for the bag of tricks?
Bag of tricks, bag of tricks. I'd say about 75 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
No, Gregor. I'd recommend you not do that.
Why
How
not?
much for the whole sack?
Oh my
Well,
god.
I've been talking to what's her name, Nani or whatever, and she can make you an uncommon item such as this for only 50 GP. Like,
It's 25 more and it's right now.
your money, and I think it might be stolen, but whatever you choose, mine.
But
You
again,
give me the bag first and then I'll give you the money.
how much for the whole sack of loot, though?
Well, hey, let's not get greedy.
Just asking.
So hand over the bag and then I'll hand over my 75 gold.
He will hand over a what appears to be, at least on the surface, a genuine bag of tricks.
Can I arcana the bag of tricks?
Absolutely.
I was gonna say, take it now, run!
I would. And
Got a 24. Does it
everyone.
seem genuine? Like full?
I'm a rogue. Come on.
This bag has no magical energy whatsoever.
Ugh.
It is a
You are
photorealistic
truly a
copy.
deplorable human being. I put my money back in my pocket.
Look, I'm just trying to make a living, okay? You don't want nothing, don't buy nothing. And he's gonna walk away.
I
Not
cast
so.
Charm Person on him.
God damn it.
God damn it.
I was gonna be annoying, but sure, that.
Wisdom saving, please.
This man is a commoner.
He scammed us. Scam.
He probably has a So he probably has like a -1, then you'd say.
Commoners have 0 in all stats, but he rolled a 17, which is pretty good.
Yeah. He passes.
Well, uh, I do not want you to go around and scamming people, but I cannot take your word since you already attempted to scam one of my own. So I say we tie him up and just. Hmm.
Personally, I'd say we just let him go about his business and let the law catch him. And if we should run into him again, I'd say we deal with him then. But right now, we have our own agenda to deal with.
Agree.
The only reason I'm agreeing to this is because we're on hurry. But other than that, I would not agree. Let's go.
I'd probably cast a spell on him and make him act like a chicken. Or make him think that he was a man who sold trash and go around screaming that he was the trash man.
Can Charm Person do that? Because if it can, I will totally allow it.
I mean, if you could go up to your friend and say, "Hey, you are the trash man," and then they act like the trash man, then that's how charm person would work.
I mean,
For a command like that, you'd need a suggestion or something else.
oh, okay. Well, I mean, I do have modify. Oh wait, no, I don't have Well, I do have modified memory at 5th level, but I'm not wasting a 5th level spell for that.
It says, when charmed, the creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. It doesn't say they do it whatever you want. And he passed anyway.
True.
You need to use the level
Command,
6 spell.
Command person.
You need to use level 6 spell dominate person to be able to like just say, "Hey, go do this" for like a full hour.
Or my favorite use of the command spell, just say obey.
Hacks!
Or
It's
modify.
not hacks.
It's
Modify
so
memory where
hacks.
he forgets all of his former life and he's only known where he's half naked, covered in garbage, screaming out and throwing trash. People screaming out, "I am the trash man."
Unfortunately, modified memory only affects 24 hours, so you can only affect the day of his memory.
Well, then I'll make him modify his memory that he woke up today and was like, "I want to be a trash man."
And then he goes and does that. Bam, done. Trash man.
Just out of curiosity, none of you are talking about trash men out loud in character, right?
No.
Nope.
Well, I mean, I meant I Bandar mentioned the whole make him look like a trash man thing as like a joke, but he didn't actually like mean it.
Because the reason I ask is because there's a man who appears to work for the sanitation department at the barony of Norvin, carrying his wagon full of trash to the nearest landfill. He just looks over at you guys and waves.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We're probably calling the dude selling fake magic items a trash man, but we're not calling him the trash man.
Honestly, you just kind of suck as a human being.
Now it
I'm
would
a
be
dwarf.
if we just
I'm talking
go
to the
for
man, Bandar. I pet Bandar.
I thought the guy already left, so we were basically just talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
let's go do this shit.
So the
Okay.
fake merchant is just going to hitch a ride on the sanitary wagon and get out of your guys' hair. Night falls swiftly and without incident.
You mean the sanitation station?
Wait, roll what?
So it is now night. Who's on what watch?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
How about this? Bandar takes whoever said that they take first watch takes first watch, but then after 4 hours they wake me up because I only need to sleep for 4 hours, then I can watch the rest of the time.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah.
All right. I mean,
Gamer tactics.
how Bandar, Gregor, how good are you guys at seeing in the?
Well, I
Not
have a
very
plus
well.
4 for perception.
Unless a demon's like coming up on us, I wouldn't be able to see very
Not
well,
the
seeing
question.
how
He
I
was
have
just asking
dumb
if you can
human.
see in. And
I'm a dwarf. I have dark vision.
all right, so you can.
I
All right,
can
well,
see
As an elf, I do have like the best dark vision of the party, so
Shut up, Adora. No one likes you. We get it. You're good.
I'm just
don't
gonna
make me tell my mother.
My God, I hate you so much at this point.
go to sleep then if no one needs me to make a watch. So
Adore, you know your mother wouldn't help you.
I know. My mom's a bitch.
Fucking Jesus. You can say she's not an and you don't have to call her an outright bitch. Okay, seems good. Everyone sleep except the people who said them do things.
except for me because I am the troll.
Okay, who's taking first watch for 4 hours?
That would be me.
All right, Bandar, I would like you to make a perception check for me.
does Adora have a father? I mean, of course she would need a father if she was birthed, but do we know that her
I forgot
father's
to update
around?
from the level up. My bad.
Yes, Adora does have a father.
Well, I mean, do we know if her father is around? Is what I mean.
They are both alive.
Okay.
There we go. That's better.
Bandar, while you are on watch, you can see a rogue dressed in dark blue clothing shimmying through the bushes. He's examining your party, drooling, and he looks kind of thin and hungry, and he's just kind of eyeing you guys.
I'm gonna do something kind of funny.
Let us hear it.
Well, there are two ideas flashing through Bandar's head right now. He could either mess with him and make him run away, or turn him into something tiny and then squish him, make him turn back into a human, and then take out his stuff and then have him on his merry way. He could
Or give him some food to leave the man alone. You know, crazy.
I mean, you're the only one who's awake. You can do whatever you want.
You do you, bro.
There are times I wish I had the patch.
You know
the
what?
toe.
This is where it comes in handy. I'm going to sort of cast you know what? I'm gonna cast Charm Person again on him.
Oh God.
All right, let me look at it. Wisdom, right?
Yes. He
5.
fails. So I stand up, look over at him, and go like, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing?"
Oh, hey there, friendo. Not much. I was just looking for some food and water and maybe a little gold. You know some adventurers I can snag some gold from?
No, I'm just as broke, hungry, and kind of drunk as you, dude.
Oh, that's a shame, man. That's a shame. Well, I guess I'll go back home then if there's nothing around here. Why?
Have a nice night. Hope you find a loaf of bread.
Me
If you
too.
find two, bring one over here. I could use one.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So
He just waves at you and heads south to the barony of Dorvan.
I wave back. Not feeling at all guilty.
The remaining 4 hours seem to pass without incident. Yeah, I believe that makes it Adora's turn, right?
Yee.
There was a homeless guy here earlier. I made him think I was a drunk like him. Keep it going.
All right, Adora, on your watch, I'd like you to make a perception check as well.
Unless the door gained a new class, I don't think she can do cast.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Did you update your character sheet because your proficiency should be?
I thought he did.
No, it wasn't that. I thought a thing I had was giving me something better, but it wasn't because.
Okay, so zero.
Oh God!
So, let me pull up your character sheets and see what goodies I've got.
Oh no!
Wait,
If
No.
they steal
I do have
my
the alert
jug,
feed, by the way.
I don't have that handy. You're going to have to read it to me.
Alright, so you gain a +5 bonus to initiative. You can't be surprised while you are conscious, and other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls as a result. That has to be while you're conscious.
Well, good thing for me. He's not attacking you or interacting with you in any way. He's going straight to Bandar. And you don't see him. Bandar, I would like you to remove the alchemy jug from your person.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
I mean, let's be honest. Were you ever using?
How do you think he kept getting drunk?
Fair enough.
That thing's got wine and beer in it. Both. At the same time.
You motherfucker! You had a large source of water this entire time.
Yeah!
But he kept using it for booze.
Gotcha!
I fucking hate you.
Zeno, want to know what I just realized?
What's that?
I'm gonna have to private message you.
Bandar, I'm running a parody that needs some water occasionally, and we could use the water now, and you're fucking
It only has a charge a day, so once it's chosen for that, then it's done.
Bro, Joseph, you can just buy them for 50 GP, man.
Oh, yeah, now that I know that, yeah, I might as well, but I need 50 GP. I'm kind of broke after my fucking shitty roll.
Let me see how much we're gonna make.
Yeah, 100, like 1,200 gold.
1200 divided by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's like 250 each. Am I counting correctly? No, I'm not.
Yeah, it's not.
But yeah, I hope you know that someone will pay for this. This will end in blood. He will get his booze back.
Well, we are going to kill some hags, so how that?
Believe me, I will. If that hag has an alchemy jug, I will take it myself.
Alright, so you all wake up nice and refreshed. Dora, you wake up out of your trance. You were fully perceptive the entire night, and you were confident not a single solitary soul even approached this camp. Bandar, as you go to, polish off your morning routine with some beer, you see your alchemy jug is gone.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's the jug gone?
I'm sorry now, what jug?
The alchemy jug, the thing that I get drunk off 90% of the time. You know, the big jug has tons of corks in it all over the sides, each one pouring out things. It's got acid, honey, beer, wine, water.
Well,
Sweetheart, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Joseph's just gonna like slowly turn ahead to freaking Bandar on the hearing the water. I'm like, you serious?
I used it to get drunk most of the time. It only has a charge a day, so if you choose something for the day, that's what it's going to go with for the rest of the day. And you can only make a finite amount.
Joseph's gonna roll back over, going, I'm done with today already. I'm going back to sleep.
Oh no, no one is sleeping until somebody gets me back the jug. Have you ever seen an alcoholic
uh,
before?
Mandar,
Okay,
for as
Mandar.
much as I would like to knock you out at the moment, we have a mission to do. You can get drunk another time. All
Do
right?
you really
You
need
do
some
not get to talk
alcohol,
like
like,
a person who
right
has
now?
slept with my mother.
Do you really need some alcohol, like, right now?
Well, I am a cleric of Dionysus. It's kind of in the deal to get drunk as much as possible.
Okay. Greg pulls out a small, round pint size, a little bottle of mead and hands it to Band.
I drink it heartily and I calm down.
Joseph goes, I think your drinking is a life choice, not a religious choice.
And I think by what you said as much as possible. And currently, it's not possible to get drunk. So get off your rest, and we've got a job to do.
I'm fine.
All right.
All right, and let's do this thing. I need to get some aggression out. Let's do this.
As you guys go through this somewhat hostile territory at night, creeping between a desert and a forest, trying not to be seen, I would like you all to roll a d100 and see what you do see while sneaking about at night.
Me.
Adora rolled a
I
19.
already rolled it.
Darn.
Stop
I
saying me. It's so childish. It's insane.
I have dark vision. I can see everything.
Are
6-6.
you just said a dollar roll.
Oh,
Rolling now?
oh! I thought everyone was supposed to roll. I thought that's what.
No. We're just rolling for random encounters right now.
Okay, never mind then. Then the door freaking rolled.
All right. So you can all hear squawking and shrieking in the distance, along with slashing and gnashing sounds. Would you like to avoid that situation entirely, or stealth and try to figure out what the hell's going on?
Can we tell what type of sound it is? Like what specifically, if it's animal or humanoid?
If you're proficient in nature, you may roll to try and figure out what type of creature this might be.
I have expertise, so I'll roll.
Jesus Christ!
Let me know if
All right. So with the nat 20, you're able to tell that a adult female griffin and an adult female harpy, both of which sound like they're in heat, are brutally fighting in the open plains about 300 feet ahead of you, obscured by bushes and random trees.
right. So a male harpy and a female griffin are fighting. We do not have to do them, but if I would recommend, I'd say we wait for the winner to kill the other one, and we end the other one off.
Or how about this? I cast a spell that makes us super stealthy, and we just go right around them.
How about this? I shoot the bird.
No,
Well,
no, 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 no,
but
no. We do not want to shoot the bird. trust me,
No,
as a person who was in this, who was in plenty of arguments like this. When you shoot one, the other one just goes. Whenever you shoot someone, the other one is like, "Hey, why'd you shoot?"
well, like I said, we wait for one of them to end the other off, and then we attack. Because if we leave a wild wyvern or a wild griffin out in the open, it might cause danger to other people.
Harpy, not wyvern.
Heartbeat. I don't care. Still
Well,
danger.
here's what I say: no to all of it, and avoid it.
I have to agree with Banda on this one. I do not think that we should get into the middle of whatever's happening over there.
Let their marriage council deal with it, not us.
Joseph, you get the final vote. Me and Gregor vote to kill the creatures and wait for the remaining survivor and kill it while it's weak, or we can escape and let the danger loom. What do you?
Well, it's the desert is known to be dangerous, and odds are, if we just go in there, there's no guarantee that they'll continue fighting if we sit here and wait. Animals can be very perceptive with their sense of smell or sight, so best to just avoid the scuffle altogether and let them sort their own conflict out. And who knows, if we pass by and we have to take on one of them, if should one of them survive, we'll deal with it then. Preferably, I need to make sure all my magic is still with me when we go to confront the hags, and I'd rather be in top form.
Alright, whatever suits everyone. For as much as I hate it, you guys voted, and I shall respect
Wait, so we took a long rest. So that
that. We took the long rest when people were keeping watch. Vandor, are you with?
Oh no, yeah, sorry. It's just I just needed to make sure that those two spell slots that I used before I took the long rest are
Fish,
open.
when Bandor drinks, you're not drinking with him, are you?
No, I just am really good at acting drunk.
Nah,
Oh,
Fisher.
I'm calling bullshit on that, Bandar.
Same. We all think you're an alcoholic, man.
no, I know. I'm just trying to make sure he's not trying to like get into the role of his character.
Oh no, I just watch a lot of Sunny in Philadelphia, and I know what it's. And trust me, I Bandar is part Danny DeVito, part my Uncle Jerry.
It's called method acting. Uh, so for a drunk, if you were to method act a drunk, you would literally drink before you would go on stage.
What did I start? I'll be back.
Good job,
Yeah,
Joseph.
I'm not enough. I can't even legally drink. I'm only like.
That's never stopped anyone.
Okay. You know what time it is? It's time to avoid the griffins, just as you guys recommended.
All right. So as a group, you avoid the situation entirely, but you can still clearly hear what's going on, and you can hear.
And, do we have to make stealth checks?
No.
Okay, great.
So as you can hear this going on and easily avoid it just by giving them a wide berth, you can hear the slashing sound as the female harpy slashes the female griffin to death. It lets out a final death wail. And then you can hear some pretty unsettling sounds as it sounds like the female harpy and a male hippogriff, who's been completely quiet this entire time, start getting it on loudly.
Like getting it on as
Fucking?
in, like fighting, or getting it on as in,
They're fucking.
wow, wow, wow.
We don't. You don't need to make punch power. We know they're fucking.
So Xavier, you're pretty confident that the griffin and the harpy were fighting for the right to plow this male hippogriff, and he sounds like the happiest, most satisfied male in the world right now.
Oh my god! I just got back, and that's the first thing I hear.
Well, I am grateful you guys recommended that we don't go there because
Yep. Trust me, like
Fantasy.
I said, whenever there's two ladies fighting, there's always a guy in the background with a bunch of popcorn watching.
That is exactly what happened.
I thought you liked that type of stuff. Don't you worship the Diatis or whatever her name?
Dionysus, the god of wine, hedonism, and madness.
Yeah, you should have been the person most excited to see such a phenomenon.
But aside from that, you were able to clear the gap between Elvenwood and the Scorchfoot Desert all throughout the night and enter the Walker Barony without issue. And you approach the guards at the gates at dawn, coming out of the some shrubbery through the plains like Moses coming out of the desert. They look very surprised to see anyone around the barony at this time because literally everyone that they are protecting has been arrested.
Just gonna look at these guys going, you're still posted here. Your employers are no longer here.
We're mostly just trying to stop anyone from robbing their estates while we wait to see who takes over the estate. Personally, as the person who's been guarding it for the past 20 years, I think I should just have it. But no, it goes to the nearest living relative.
That might be me, unless William decides to take it, which, in case, I'll be coming for him next.
Well, the nearest living relative is William, but there's a warrant for his arrest and potentially his execution, so. I mean, it's all up in the air until the courts resolve it.
Indeed. We would like to pass through once again.
Yes, sir, Mr. Baron. Right on through. And you were able to pass through the barony over the course of a couple of hours completely unhindered. Aside from what appeared to be a handful of town guards collecting evidence, there's not much going on here.
Quick question: If there did out of all those guards, is anyone wearing shades and saying a really bad pun?
Oh my god, Kevin.
No? Like, I want to participate, but I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
I got like every cop fucking movie that's on a like crime scene where one guy's just wearing shades and saying the word.
Oh, CSI Miami. Oh, I love Horatio Kane. But no, he is not present.
Because if so, Bandar would have just gone with.
Alright, so you can all pass through the barony.
Whenever says the pun, did the guitar solos in the in the background?
Oh yeah, Ludith is no longer employed with me, being as of current situation, so I don't.
Alright, so, the day goes by as you're able to pass through the barony and its expansive territories over the course of the day. The sun begins to set as you enter the toxic swamp. And as we are once again in late afternoon, you have the option of pursuing, continuing while there is still daylight, or pausing and waiting for night to come, or what do you want to do?
What would John recommend?
The toxic swamp is always dangerous, but it is most dangerous at night. Most of the creatures here are nocturnal. We should move and move quickly before anything tries to get in our way.
I trust him. He went on a dangerous mission and came back with all my party alive. So I'd go with what he.
Sounds reasonable.
So you guys have noticed that this 2.5-day adventure has gone a lot quicker than you expected it to, and you're fairly confident that it's in no small part to John Hoover just leading the way, avoiding difficult terrain, avoiding traps, avoiding monsters. He's been getting you guys to cruise through this area at almost double speed.
Love Jean so much, man. Such a dream.
All right. And as we are entering in the toxic swamp in the late afternoon, as the sun is just trying to set overhead, we need to roll for one final encounter.
Joseph, you do it.
Nope, Xavier beat me to it.
I have been waiting for it so.
God damn it, Xavier.
What?
Hey, look at that. Is that another 13?
Yes, it is. Oh my god.
At least it's not for running the Baron, it's just seeing what's gonna kill us next. And lucky for us, I only got 5 adult white dragons. Isn't that lovely?
Oh boy. What's gonna happen to us? You know.
Or just kill us already, man. Just take so long until you kill us.
I just want to complain for a minute and say there's a very small selection of monsters that live in swamps.
Bro, I was checking because I wanted Xavier to have like beasts that are actually cool for the swamp and all. It wasn't fun. Literally nothing that I could do that could have a fucking swimming speed.
Okay.
Swimming speed is so dumb.
You all hear the sounds of what appear to be what sounds like 7 different monsters just kind of grumbling and growling deep within the swamp. John Hoover signals all of you to get all the way down to the ground and not make a sound.
Alright,
Get all the way down to the ground and don't make a sound.
I do exactly.
Yeah, I do that, but can I try and figure out what they
Absolutely.
Is that another goddamn natural?
You know this creature as the 7-headed Hydra, and it is digging up a nest to lay eggs in, and it is agitated and snapping at anything that comes near it. It's got about a quarter of a mile of territory that it has dominion over, and it does not appreciate intruders.
Uh,
We're not going. Like, yeah, sometimes I'm just like, oh, we should do that. We're not doing that. We're 100% not going for the 7-headed.
They're only CRA. Come on, man.
no. How many of us have fucking fun?
We're not
Hey,
fucking.
can we, not metagame this session? That would be great.
I'm not trying to metagame. I just know a bit about.
I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying, can we not? Metagaming's not cool, kids. Don't.
Enough with the throwing shade. That's not what we're here for. We just avoid the fight altogether.
Yeah. Army call the fuck out of here, boy.
Okay. So you have to. It has a quarter mile radius territory. So quarter mile to one direction, quarter mile forward, quarter mile back the other direction. You have to go almost an entire mile out of your way just to avoid this creature safely.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't want to fight a Hydra.
Yep.
You see John Hoover is in the lead, and he's got a bow and arrow, and he is just firing arrows left and right at all sorts of venomous snakes and lizards and frogs that are just popping out of everywhere. He's keeping all of you safe and moving.
Nice investment. Now, if only you could help me with my barony, you bastard.
I offered help many times, and I'm still willing.
All right. So you finally reach where you've been here before. You've been to the hag's little hut before, but around the territory that they call home, there is this thick, ashen black fog rolling through.
I'd recommend that I go first because
This is the cloud of madness, or fog of madness, if I'm not mistaken, from what we've heard before.
what happens when I get into it?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Sorry about that. I almost lost my bookmark for what it actually does. As you enter this ashen black fog, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm the only one I said that I'm gonna go because I don't want them to get involved. 18.
All right. As you walk into the fog, you can hear whispers in every language you speak, and a dozen others in other languages that you cannot understand. And you hear them pleading with you, manipulating you. Kill your friends. Slit their throats. Rip out their fingernails with pliers. Kill them. It takes a immense amount of mental fortitude to not immediately turn into a bear and demolish your friends. The deeper into the fog you go, the more intensely you want to betray your friends. This is a horrible feeling.
Xavier's gonna tell them to get back and not get inside the fog.
Uh, Josh is just gonna call, going, "How deep is the fog?"
Still checking.
So as you go through the fog, it's about you're able to see the hut once you're about what you think is halfway through. You're about 150 feet in. You can see the exit just barely. You can see your friends just barely on the other side, and then the whispers start again. You can feel finger-like psychic energy scratching, itching your brain, trying to drive you mad. Make another wisdom save.
Jesus.
You were able to get to the other side of the fog, and you can see almost like the eye of the hurricane. There's just this empty patch of clear air, and there is black smoke rising directly above from the witch's hut, the hag's hut.
Well, I'm trying to think what can I do to make a path for my friends. Uh,
So as you were
well,
passing through, you felt it go into your mouth, your nose, your eyes, your ears, any opening on your head that you have, it was crawling into. Without doing something about that, or neutralizing the fog itself, they're all going to have to roll.
uh,
Alright, so that means. Well, I mean, I have some gear that could help, but then there's still the eyes. That is the problem. Like, the mask can cover my face and nose and even the ears, but. I'm referring to the half face mask, by the way. But after that, the eyes are still the problem.
wait, just answer me that as you know. Does this count as a charm effect?
Yes, I believe it does.
Alright, well, yeah, where is he? Yeah, I tell Jack to
You tell what now?
tell Zach the chill to come.
Oh, yeah, no, I know who Zach is.
Yeah. Oh, he's immune?
Um, I believe you are correct. I'm just going to double check.
This is the second time I get a character that is great for.
So all of you guys see that his bard companion, this guy, Zach, just casually walk into the fog of madness, take a big old deep breath, rolled his shoulders, and just walk on through. He appears to be completely unaffected by the fog. He goes, "You guys hear whispering in this fog? It's kind of creepy. No way, you can't harsh my chill, man."
God damn him.
Uh,
I'm trying to do something. I'm looking up like actual shit, but it's up to you to can discern whether they exist or not. Like,
My only
I'm looking at plants to possibly neutralize the fog. I found 10 plants that help clean air, but I'm trying to figure out like what exactly they do.
I will walk into the fog after him.
I don't wanna know, please. God damn it.
Let me put you on pause for just a second and say, Joseph, yes, there are absolutely a wide variety of magical plants within the surrounding swamp area. So if you are proficient in nature, you can absolutely go and start looking for those plants.
Ah, shit, I'm not proficient in nature, but I'm going to try all the same. Here we
Joseph, you can tell me to come and help you.
If you are not proficient, I'm going to actually force you to roll at disadvantage because this is a very unique terrain and you are not a ranger or a druid.
That is very true.
Tell me to come, man.
Well, I'm not gonna have you go through the fucking fog again.
Let me just tell you, I'm gonna message.
And then, of course, John Hoover, being the lizard folk ranger, can, of course, roll as well.
Oh, right, yeah. John Hoover didn't come with going with Xavier.
Jean waited because I'm pretty sure he's gonna get affected by it. But
All right,
it
you know
should
what?
be, so I wouldn't
I'll
recommend
ask him. Oh shit! I'll ask him to assist me in helping find any plants that might help neutralize, like, fog or like help clear the air. That way, I just get a straight roll.
Xavier, since I'm assuming you have John Hoover's stats pulled up, can I have you roll for nature for me?
Alright. Since Joseph is helping him, should it be with it?
Yeah, if Joseph is taking the help action, then yes.
Yep. Master tactic. Jesus Christ.
It's a +2, I told you.
Uh,
It's bad.
While scrounging through the forest for about 30 minutes, John finds something that he thinks is a plant, and when he pulls it up, it shrieks, dispenses his claws, and starts attacking. He throws it in the air, pulls out his bow, and shoots it midair with a single shot.
Sure you knew your plants?
It's a low level of mimickin. It can pretend to be anything.
Fair enough. Fuck it, I'll try my hand at it. I'll take the fucking disadvantage. And I doubt Lucky will help me here. You know what? Fuck it, Lucky. I feel lucky. I want.
That's great. You should always feel lucky.
Oh,
Yes!
that'll be a 19.
All right. As you're moving your hands through some watery, wetlands, you pull up this sheet. It kind of looks like a moist piece of canvas. It's a type of moss, and it kind of looks like it could fit over your head like a sort of like face mask. And as John Hoover walks over and examines it, and yes, filter moth. They're filter feeder that feed on the plankton that swim in these waters. They will make excellent masks. Even a thin sheet can be seen through. It's only a mesh.
I look into the water. Is there any more in there? So that way I don't have to do what I want.
There is enough of this moss for a total of 4 masks.
And Joseph goes, well, we got enough here for that. So that's a good sign. I'm going to take the one I have, just kind of hold it over my face and go on in. Sprinting, holding my breath just in case.
As you slap this wet mesh of moss over your face and head to keep all your eyes, nose, mouth, and ears completely covered, you can still hear the whispering sound, but it's muffled and you can't discern what they're saying.
Alright. And by the way, I pointed out to everyone where the moss was, that way I'm not just like being a total ass.
So there's a total of 4 of these things. There's an additional 3. Xavier is already on the other side, so there's enough for Gregor, Adora, Bandar if he would get his ass in here, or 1 NPC.
Bandar left. Like, he's gone. What the fuck? Oh, I'll be back. I just need to help my brother with something since I'm back on.
You know, I'd prefer having Lotus over Bandor, but sure, we can wait for Bandor. But Lotus is way better.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to see if I can't use this moth as like a way to help my magic, because I'm going to cast plant growth. I'm going to kind of use the moss, kind of make it grow a little path along the ground, and then kind of rise up and make like a little dome, a tunnel, if possible. Like vines that are like in the ground can help act out as like the frame for this moss.
I'm looking up the details of the spell to see if that's possible. Let's see. It can affect all normal plants within a 100-foot radius to become thick and overgrown. Okay, so you can absolutely cause the moss to become thick and overgrown, but so does everything else within 100 feet. I would like you to make an Arcana check to focus your magic on specifically just the moss, the moss that you've harvested, so you don't turn this entire swamp into an habitable, difficult terrain that you can barely even get through.
Okay.
I actually really like your idea. Well done.
Yeah, that was actually like real smart, like galaxy brain moment.
Nat 20.
Joseph, you legend. You absolute legend.
The absolute madman.
Honestly, that's why I was trying to look for the plant, because I wanted to do that to begin with. And then when I heard there's only so much left, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go with the plant.
All right. So as you sink your hands into the mossy den, into this little hole in the water where they're kind of rooted into, you cast your magic directly on this plant and only this plant, and it explodes skyward. And there's just this massive sheet of material that's about 20 square feet of, or 20 by 20 foot square of material for you to work with.
Perfect. Everyone gets some. Hell, fuck, make a camouflage out of one of those.
So you can either make individual masks, everyone just get under the blanket, or what are you trying to do here?
I mean, fuck. Yeah, everyone can do exactly what they want, whatever they want with that much material. They can fucking make a cloak out of it if they wanted to, a blanket, a fucking full-on bag over their head. I don't care. There's plenty of moss to go around.
All right, so Adora, Gregor, what are you doing with this 20 by 20 foot sheet of moss?
I'll take some and just create pretty much a helmet out of them.
What about you, Adora?
I'm just going to walk through the fog.
Oh no!
What?
He did say that's what he did, and you never got around to him, so he's sticking with his previous.
Okay. As you walk into the fog and you get hit by this this wave of magical energy, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
And this is against being charmed, right?
Correct.
I get advantage.
Getting real cocky.
Oh, don't worry, my save is only like a... Oh, it's only +6, so I have a good chance.
Nice.
All right, and then as you get halfway through, the fog creeps into your face once again and tries to twist your mind against your party.
I'm just like, nah, fam.
You can say that. Let's see if you're saying that after the fog has its way with you. Roll again.
I avoided that one. Holy sh!
I'm glad I have advantage.
And then I'm assuming all the NPCs are just going to, get together under a blanket of moss, right?
Yeah, they just go.
So Adora decides to fucking flex and just walk through the fog, swaggering, like it's not even a big deal, while the rest of you make face masks out of the moss in order to pass through. All right, you are on the other side of the hut. You see the familiar hag's hut. What do you do?
Well, how should we approach it? Should we just barge into the front door or sneak up to the second floor like we did last time?
Uh, I'm down for whatever.
So just to refresh everyone's memory, there's a very large ground floor. The second floor is where you found the creepy child. The third floor is where you found the revenant. And then there's like a tiny little attic that's a fraction of the size of the rest of the rooms at the very, very top.
That we've already looted.
Correct.
Well, let's knock on heaven's door.
You do that. I'm going to stick to the shadows while that's going on. Basically, I'm gonna start trying to find a window, another entry, so that way if the hags are focused on the door, I can sneak in a different way.
Well, I'm good at distracting, so I'm gonna go.
Uh, I tell uh what's their name? I tell Zach to put invisibility on me and himself.
He does so.
All right, and I tend to go with the Joseph. And I tell them to come along.
What is the door doing?
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, no problem.
To be completely honest, I kind of zoned out there for a moment.
we're in front of the hags. We had the option to either sneak in through the top floors like we did last time, or just go through the front door. Gregor wants to go through the front door, and I'm like, "You do that. I'm gonna sneak around." And Xavier's like, "I'll join you. Can you put us invisible?" To one of his NPCs, and Xavier, and his NPC are now invisible. So we're all that's left is you figuring out what you're going to do.
Well, if I'm going to be completely honest, uh, I have scale mail, so I would get disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah. Dora and Gregor will be the distraction team.
But I also have the highest AC when not turned into a bear.
Excuse you.
I said when not turned into a bear.
I know. I heard.
Did I miss something? Who the fuck is turning into a bear? What did I miss?
Nobody. It
What's
was,
turning into a bear?
it was a pun. Don't worry.
We were talking about what I was going to do. I was like, well, I have scale mail, so if I were to try and sneak, I'd be rolling at disadvantage. And outside of being turned into a bear, I have the highest AC.
So let's go knock on that door.
Okay, so if Adora and Gregor are knocking on the door, Joseph and Xavier are hiding. Let's start with Joseph and Xavier. Let's have you guys roll stealth.
Yes, sir.
I get advantage because invisibility. I love my.
Also-
14. That's not favorable.
Third one this session, boy.
I'm gonna roll lucky before I get that result, just to see if I can't change.
This is my third nat 20 this session. I'm on drugs right now.
Yeah, looks like I'm keeping the 3.
All right, just so you guys are aware, I don't have the mental capacity to keep track of literally everything. Your NPCs, your employees, do literally nothing unless you tell me.
All right. I was just planning on uh man, I can't speak. Since they're planning on distracting, I was gonna make Tabitha go with them, and for Zach, Lutist, and Jay to come with me.
Sorry about the silence on my end. I needed to look up a ruling really quickly.
No worries. Oh, and do the butler and the tailor and the maid have their own stats, or are they just commoners, which means standards?
Meet or exceed. Okay, and then I'm sorry, Xavier, I completely fucking ignored you. What did you say?
Oh yeah, I know. So I wrote it for you. I'm letting Zach, Lutist, and Jade come with me, and John, and I'm telling Tabitha to distract with what's his name, Gregor, and
Okay, so if they are stealthing with you, they also need to make rolls. If you're gonna have Tabitha make a distraction, let's start with that first, because that would give them advantage on their stealth rolls.
okay, what do I roll for distracting?
Just knock on the door. That's the most distracting thing we could probably do. Which is
Dora
what
and Gregor are knocking.
with Tabitha.
Okay, so Tabitha, Adora, and Gregor are just knocking on the front door, right?
We're knocking on the Hagen's door.
Yep.
All right. So, God damn it.
Who fell over?
I did.
You okay? It sounded like something you would hear on a fucking cartoon or something. All I heard was.
I was reaching for my water and somehow managed to catapult my pills onto the ground.
Oh. Oh shit.
Thankfully, the cap was on. Anyway, so as you knock on the door, there's a sudden silence inside, like, a sense of confusion. And you see some hags. Let me show you a picture. I'm sure you all know what hags look like, but just in case.
Yeah, let's see these hags.
I know you gave us a specific picture of the hags before, like the ones where they had their eyes and mouth.
Those are some haggy girls right there. Some real hagathas.
Once I get Contrafei, I can summon one of these bitches.
Okay. So, these three hags open the door, and you can see behind them are some mummified night hags. They each have, all three hags are holding wicker baskets full of organs, hearts, bones, and other fleshy materials. They look like they were in the middle of a ritual, and you rudely interrupted them, and they're like, "Can we help you? Perhaps we can interest you in a potion."
A potion? Yes, I would be interested in that, but first, have you are you in need of car insurance? Cart insurance?
Okay. Cart insurance? Do we look like we ride around on carts all day? No, get out! No solicitors!
Okay, then I would like to see that potion.
Ah, it's a fine potion. A potion of poison, in fact.
Well, actually, ma'am, we're here with CPS.
Oh, oh my god.
Wait, isn't that the Animal Protective Service?
No,
Child
that's Child
Protective
Protective Services.
Never heard of such an organization.
We're with King Rex from Rexland. We're here to make sure that there's no child on the premises, because we heard some nasty rumors that of abuse. We're not saying that there was abuse, of course, but we would like to still make sure. We're just following up. Of course, no one's in trouble, and we don't care for your. I'm gonna look at the mummified bodies. Extracurricular activities. We're just here to make sure that no children are being harmed.
Mm-hmm. May we enter the premises?
I'm gonna need both of you to make a fucking deception check.
Oh, what about the Bitha?
Is it okay if I just help Adora?
Sure.
Alright, then you can use advantage. Because my deception is poop.
Mine is a +3.
It's better than mine.
Alright, here we go.
Not too shabby.
Hey!
Be.
These bitches are insightful, aren't they?
Oh! Nice!
God fucking damn it.
Yes!
No!
They think
Yes!
No!
I think Joseph and the sneaking party are gonna be dumbfounded at how they just casually walk into this fucking building.
This is bullshit.
So, the hags believe that you're with Child Protective Services, and for some reason don't just kill you and be done with you and let you into their homes to investigate to make sure there's no child abuse. Because why wouldn't they? That's a rational thing to do. I love you guys, but I also fucking hate you guys.
Hey, at least it's not like the catapult.
Yeah.
It's very true. All right.
I will, as we enter in, I'll say, thank you, ma'ams. I'll then look at Gregor and I'll say, uh, John, can you go, if it's okay, can my partner John go check upstairs real quick?
Of course. There's nothing suspicious upstairs at all. And by the way, Joseph and Xavier and anyone else who rolled for it previously can now go pretty much anywhere, or can go anywhere in the house because they are completely distracted. And you did excellent on your stealth checks.
Should I roll for them anyways or not?
Yes. Actually, I am going to have both of you re-roll for stealth. You have both have advantage because of the distraction.
Also,
Not a nat 20, so I'm not gonna roll again. But I'm gonna roll for my.
There we go. That's much better than the fucking my previous
14.
roll 14 and my nat 1 on my lucky fucking.
Well, let me check who made it. Uh, Lutest made it. Jade and Zach didn't make
Okay. So one.
it. Yeah.
Hold up. So as one of the hags follows John Hoover upstairs, he encounters Jade and who else?
Jade and Zach.
Jade and Zach weren't even fucking trying to hide. They were just out in the open snooping around. And the hag who's following John, with their hands clasped together, sweating a little bit, just sees these two and goes, "Intruders!"
No. These are CPS special ops. They just entered the building ahead of time.
That's such a weak lie. Make a deception check again.
All right.
Hold on. Is it with advantage because they're still buying everything we're saying?
If you want to have advantage, you'll have to take the help action.
I'm not with them. I'm keeping the other ones distracted downstairs, just like. All right. So tell me about your day-to-day life. What's your career? Any past husband or boyfriends that would want to cause harm or might have abused you in the past? You know, the normal follow-up questions.
John is with him if you and John can help.
Okay, so I'm going to take each of you individually. I can't take this fucking assaulted by four at once. So let's start with the door just because of alphabetical order. The hags say, "Well, we're great with children. We are actually, we are professional archaeologists. Yes, that's why we have so many magic items. It's purely for research purposes."
Can I roll insight even though I know that's a fucking lie?
You don't need to. You know they're lying. You've been here before.
No, I haven't. The rest of the party was. Remember, this was when I fell asleep on the boat.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Ah.
Let me roll for a deception.
I mean, come on, she should get this. I'm not even gonna tell you that, but honestly, Adora, you should know they're called bullshit. I mean, a wicker full of organs. You saw that.
For archaeology research, I don't know what you're talking about. The hag is...
That's more like biology.
Like I said, it's a paper-thin lie. But with their 19 and you rolling a 21, you can easily see through their bullshit.
I'll just shake my head. I'll pull out a pad of paper and like an ink pen. I'll click it, start writing some stuff down. I'm like, yes. Now, did you ever have any children? Just making sure that these aren't just rumors and lies that the neighbors might have said.
We don't have any children in our care right now, but we are looking to adopt. Perhaps you could point us towards an orphanage where we might acquire such lovely creatures.
Well, after this follow-up, we'd be more than happy to do that. But in the bylaws, I believe it's section 13, subsection A, we are not allowed to disclose the location of a orphanage until the king signs off saying that y'all are all.
Alright, so we're going to put you on Pausador and hop on over to Gregor, who just told a pretty obvious lie. I need you to roll for deception against insight.
Can I let John?
Can I kind of just like eye over to like Joseph and Sarah be like, help me?
John is the only one with you, and it is a known fact he is with you.
John isn't going to fucking participate. He wants nothing to do with this shit.
Alright, makes sense.
And Zach just straight up doesn't care. He'd actually rather fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Zach seems like...
That's a tie, baby.
God damn it.
So who wins?
Since the last one, I'd say
I'm pretty
Gregor...
sure if I read in the rulebook correctly, PCs win normally over like NPCs.
Zeno's choice. Maybe he rules it by who has a bigger plus to them.
That would still be me.
I know. I'm trying to help you out.
I think right now Zeno's trying to find every reason not for
I
this
think
to work.
Zeno's trying to get his system back together. He's losing his shit.
I'm trying to find somewhere where it specifically says what happens in a tie. I am really like I'm not mad at you, but I'm really annoyed that I don't know this off the top of my head. Can anyone help me out and find where it specifically says what happens in a tie?
I'll look through the co-creators of 5B's Twitter to see if there's any like stipulations on.
Well, they say nothing happens. That is what is said. I just rolled D&D who wins ties, and it said no, no one. It says nothing happens.
I'm gonna have you reroll.
All right.
God damn it.
These are some gullible hags.
Another nat fucking... Why are they so stupid? What was...
I think Avery decided to bang her fangs at you today.
Like, I understand losing a check, but why two nat ones for these hags in a row? They're so stupid.
Yeah, these are the special ops of the CPS.
Of course. They look like official government officials. Why wouldn't they work for you? She says as Zach is clearly dressed like a fucking bard. Jade is dressed like a rogue. God damn it. Okay, so that works. Let's hop down to Joseph. Joseph, bring me back to sanity. What are you doing?
I'm dying of laughter right now. Not in character, but Joseph is like baffled at how this is working. Right now, I'm currently stealthing. What do I'm pretty sure I attempted to at least stealth inside the first floor with all these hags. What am I seeing exactly?
Alright, so you see that there was very clearly a ritual in place. There are 3 mummified night hags. They look like they have been dead for years. And judging by all the arcane ingredients you see scattered about, this looks like a resurrection ritual. They aren't strong enough to just cast, true resurrection on their own, so they're trying to do the next best thing through their ritual, their combined ritual power, to raise all 3 of these hags back to life.
Oh, okay. Well,
You can see, plainly written in common, the instructions for this spell, and this takes months to prepare. They've had to have been working on this for a long time.
all right. I might, Can I read this and maybe decipher if there's a way to totally fuck this ritual up, like so they can continue about their business and then all of a sudden it doesn't work or blows up in their face something. I want to see if I can't like read the components, maybe mess around with a few or change some sigils, something. I want to see if I can't just sabotage them.
Let me have you make a Arcana check to see if you can figure out how to completely fuck this ritual without them noticing.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm gonna use my last lucky.
All right.
Let's go, Joseph. Let's go. Let's go, Joseph. Let's go.
Looks like I'm
Jo-
keeping the 5.
Joseph, that's fine.
All you're able to determine are exactly what the rules say, and they say that they need, in order to bring someone back from the dead in this way with such low-level magic, they need to get intact replacement organs from unwilling participants who did not want to be sacrificed. Their organs need to be preserved and intact, and then burned as a sacrifice during a 1-hour ritual. If any step in this process does not go off, the spell fails.
All right.
Okay, I have an idea. Joseph, are you willing? We can just switch the organs. They'd never know.
Well, I was planning on stealing the organs, but
Okay,
unless I
okay.
can
No,
see,
no, no. We can
my-
just take your
hold
organs.
on, hold on,
Here's
hold
what
on,
we-
hold on, hold on. I got this, guys. So, are there any other organs in the area that look like rotted or damaged or anything?
Amazingly, they look like they cleaned house right before this to make sure there wasn't any confusion. They have exactly the ingredients they need.
Excuse you, Xavier?
Hey, here's what you do, Joseph. Here's what you do. You cast Speak with the Dead on the organs and say like, "Hey, are you willing?" And then they're like, "Sure," and then bam, done.
It won't work. And besides, I don't have that spell. Anyway, I'm going to, while they're distracted, sneak up to the the closest one that's like not in eyesight of the other ones. Reach into the wicker basket and try to take all the organs.
These are very wet, bloody organs, and you have a limited amount of pocket space. Also, your pockets are not waterproof. So walk me through exactly what you're doing.
Okay, fair enough. Uh, yeah, let's start off with seeing if I can't find the bag. The house was cleaned, right? Is there a freshly clean bag I could probably use?
The place does look like it's been cleaned recently, like it's been organized. Looks like they prepared in advance for this ritual. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I am actually proficient in that. Thank God. Well, I'm currently doing this. Let me do it, Xavier. Calm the fuck down.
I just like what you mean, calm down.
You're trying to give me these ideas, so your turn will come. And I don't have any luckies, so this is the best I can get.
All you're able to find in this recently cleared out room is a single bag about the size of 2 of your fists. It looks like a sturdy canvas bag.
Alright, well, that'll do for a couple of them. They need all the organs, so I can just easily take those. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to at least take as much organs that can fit the bag, which I'm assuming is like a heart and maybe one.
So it's about the size of 2 fists. So the heart is about that size. So you have enough room for 1 organ, and if you take 1 organ, according to the spell that you read, that's going to prevent that one body from being resurrected. You still need to dispose of at least 2 other organs, 1 of each.
Alright, well, I'll definitely, what are they all hearts or they're different organs?
So they specifically have all of the bodily vital organs. So there's heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, that sort of thing.
Okay. Then I'm going to have that heart in that bag. I'm gonna try to pocket the kidneys, and for the liver, however, I'm going to take that, try to go back in the shadows, and I'm just gonna crush it in my hand, kind of like destroy it so it's no longer usable.
So if you're just going to take these organs, run them outside, and just dispose of them that way, then you don't really need the canvas bag except to transport them. Let me have you make another stealth check to avoid being noticed as you're moving back and forth, disposing of their precious organs.
29.
Fuck yeah. Alright, you move effortlessly through the shadows. You take out, an organ, drop it in the bag, dump it outside, run back in, and back and forth until you've disposed of 3 organs. They now cannot complete the ritual, you don't think. We're going to put you on pause. Xavier, what are you doing?
Oh, well, they're. Well, they don't know I'm here. I'm currently invisible. But I'm pretty sure we were sent to kill the hags, right? We can't just stop their.
You were told. I mean, they sent out a hit squad on you specifically. You, of all people, should want them dead or incapacitated.
Yeah, I'm killing them anyways. But I'm saying what we were sent here to do is to kill them.
Correct.
Uh, I'm just like, who is nearby?
Any of the NPCs you brought with me and have successfully stealthed.
Oh, Lutist. No, I'm not taking Lutis's advice. Uh, no.
Ludus just walks over and goes, "Brother, I say we just play some rock and roll and take guitars to their heads."
Yes, well, Lutist. I know you weren't gonna say that. Oh, fuck.
Come on, brother, the stealth is bullshit. Let's raise some hell. Come on.
Well, we need everyone on board for that. So let me just signal to them. And I try and signal to everyone just to be ready.
Joseph is outside with you, kind
I'm not
of.
talking about you. I know you're not here. I'm talking about
Okay.
everyone upstairs. Jean is upstairs, and Zach is upstairs, and Gregor, I'm pretty sure, and Adora is downstairs. Yeah.
You mean John Hancock?
So I tried to, God damn it, I tried to motion to Gregor, Jean, and Zach.
All right, so you motion to the party to be ready for attack, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to hop on over to Adora. Adora, what are you currently doing?
I am still keeping the hag distracted.
All right, so is that all you're doing, or is there anything else specifically you want to do?
Just keeping them distracted for now.
All right, well, after 2 fucking nat welcomes, apparently these hags are really stupid, and you keep the 2 on the ground floor completely enraptured with your bullshit. We're going to hop on over to Gregor. Gregor, you see Xavier signaling you to get ready to attack.
Gregor takes a few cursory glances at things, writing some things down on a notepad. It, he gets his learning curve not out, but ready, just like uh, making sure it slides in and out nice and good, nice and lubed up, ready for combat.
All right, so you're going to ready action attack with the learning curve in case some shit goes down, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It is done. All right, so we're going to put you on pause. Joseph, what are you doing?
I'm gonna position myself to the hag that um, is closest to me, and I'm going to ready action sneak attack stabbing. Essentially, I'm basically gonna stealth attack this bitch.
All right, so it seems like everyone is in position. So, Xavier, you're giving everyone the signal. Does everyone attack? What's everybody's plan here?
As soon as I hear the signal, I'll kind of fold up. Uh, I'll close my pad. I'll unclick my pen, put it in the pad, stick it into my pocket. With my left hand, keeping it. Well, with my right hand, putting it in my left pocket where my rapier is, and I'll say, "Well, ma'am, it was nice talking to you, but I'm sorry to say, but it seems that you have failed your exam." I'm then going to yeet my rapier and poke her very hard.
Okay. So, because these hags are fucking idiots, because otherwise I would not have allowed this, everyone gets a surprise round. So, we're going to have you roll for initiative. You're going to get one round, and then they're going to roll for initiative on the next round. Let me begin the initiative.
All right, wait, I have a question. Since I'm invisible, I get advantage on my first attack, right?
Yep.
So me and Lotus have advantage.
So do I. I mean,
Yeah, we're the cool squad. Oh fuck! I have to add so many. Why did I do this to myself?
I would have brought just G off if it was there wasn't gonna be many people. But being as you brought somebody, it's like G off can stay.
Still wrong character.
Oh my god, why are you on that character? Are you doing the same thing as last time?
I'm doing some role play stuff in another like play by post server.
God damn it.
I'm pretty sure all of them have a +2. Wait, are you adding? No, you're not. All right. I thought Zeno was gonna be nice, but no, I have to add them. Suck it up.
Yeah, fuck you, Xavier. You want to bring like 30 people on, then you're going to have to roll for their initiatives.
Damn it, Lotus.
Come on, guys, you aren't rolling at least a 26 on your initiative? Gosh.
No, all of us have alert, you asshole.
You're such a.
Wow. What what nerd?
John, I believe you brought employees with you too, if I'm not mistaken, so you're going to have to add them as well.
I didn't bring jack shit. I brought myself.
All right. So I show Ludus, Jade, John, Zach, and Tabitha. God damn it, you have so many employees.
No.
I left everyone at home.
I have an
I
army.
had
with
no
me.
choice to leave everyone at home because I have no one.
Zeno, you have given me the chance to raise an army, and I did it. Now let us continue the slaughter.
Okay, so Adora Flosham starts first, and then before we get to Adora, we are going to then add the hags into the initiative, and then Adora will go on the next round. So Adora, you have two hags within 5 feet of you. Their hands are clasped. They're looking at you. They're just trying to gain your approval because they want you to give them orphans.
I would get advantage on this roll, right?
Just looking at.
More or less, is this acting as a surprise round?
Yes, this is a surprise round. So if in a surprise round you get advantage, then yes.
Sorry, but I will have to make this attack. Then I will have to leave because our call time is here soon. So I will go ahead and activate my Crimson Rite of the Dawn from my Order of Ghost Slayer, and I will attack. So basically, when I hit them, they'll take and they will take a +2 damage to undead. And all creatures out in level 11, but I'm not. So
Epic.
Alright, I just realized I needed to take stock of their HP. Okay, shit.
Ouch.
seeing as I get a nat 20 as my first attack with my new weapon, I am very happy.
Alright, and I believe Avre already calculates the double dice, so that's 21 piercing, right?
And if they count as undead, it is up to 23. But yes.
They are Fey, not undead.
Okay, then they will take one will take 21 damage, and I will attack.
Alright.
Jesus Christ!
Same hag or the other hag?
The same hag.
Same
And
hag, old
And
crit.
this is my +2 rapier.
Alright. So does that end your turn then?
Yes, it will end my term, and it will end my time here. Sorry.
Where you proved
I
great
have
in
a
your.
I have a basketball game. I don't want to go, but I have to for a grade. See you guys.
But,
Yeah. All right.
let him have it, Gregor.
Alright, I'm going to use my Great Weapon Master feat to absolutely just yeet this hag.
Alright, let's see it. And Gregor, you're on the second floor with one lone hag, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Thankfully, Gregor's not
Advantage,
alone.
right?
Yep, because it's a surprise round.
Bada boom.
Is that another fucking nat 20?
Oh my God! What happened? What's happening?
I am then going to use my action surge to do that again.
But I don't think this round you get advantage, right? On the second go, it does. I'm not sure.
I would have to look it up.
Okay, so imagine someone pulls a sword on you, like, and you don't expect it whatsoever, and then they start poking you lots of times. I'm pretty sure you'd be open for every single poke.
Find it in the rule book and I'll allow it, otherwise no. Like, post me the specific chapter.
I mean, to be fair, when I tried going for the bonus action for the crossbow after doing my daggers and sneak attack damage, you made it a straight roll, and I missed that revenant because it fucking yelled in my.
Yeah, so it should be a straight
Okay.
roll. Set of you.
Yeah, unless you can find me where in the player's handbook or DMG it says that, then no.
No, I'm pretty sure we're right here.
Okay, you act as a hidden attacker for the entire round. This means if that you have a surprise, you have advantage on all. You have a full round of actions and advantage on all attacks.
You can either post where I can find that in the player's handbook or DMG, or you can be quiet.
Okay, wait just 1 second.
I like how I was typing surprise round in D&D Beyond. I said surprise dragon cult.
Eh.
I'm gonna get food.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Alright, I'm back. Did you find it?
I'm currently looking through the combat chapter on D&D Beyond right.
Too long. This is the second round.
Alright, I found the rules for it, which is it's a simple. Let me see if I can't copy it. I'm trying to see if there's any more details on it, but it's even in a page that goes where people are asking questions about it. Even they're giving like the straightforward answers from the rule book.
So, it says if you are surprised, you cannot move or take an action. It does not say anything about advantage. So, really, I was being nice. From this point forward, there's no advantage. And I swear to God, if you do this to me again, I'm kicking you from the game.
Out.
No more rule lawyering. It's getting annoying.
Lawyering.
So I would have given you all advantage, but since you made me look it up and the rules say you don't, No one gets advantage.
Fair enough. Um, still trying to see
Understandable.
my. I'm still trying to see if my rogue gets it, but then again, I could be wrong. I'm looking at my
All right.
character.
So 44 plus 36, that is a total of 80 damage. 80 damage total.
You assume the 13 hit.
Mm. Oh yeah.
A 13 does not hit.
I'll use one of my charges on the learning curve to impose an intelligence saving throw.
Alright. One moment. $16. So 25 minus 16 is 9.
Yep, so 9 plus 17 plus 44. $61 plus 9 is 70, so 70. And this is my turn over.
Alright. Alright, it is Zach's turn.
Alright, simple and easy. Zach doesn't get advantage, but he doesn't fucking need advantage. We wanna know why? Because Zach's cool. He's gonna look at the hag and just like, you know, I'd sleep with you. You're an exception. Vicious. May she please do a wisdom saving throw, my dear old.
Oh, that's so brutal.
Follow me.
I'm
Holy
sorry, Xavier, I
shit.
did not hear you.
Zach is gonna do vicious mockery. He's gonna look at her and just gonna say, "You know, I sleep with about anything. You though are an exception."
Fucking shots fired.
You said whiz save, right?
Yeah.
7.
Uh, wait. What is? Not sure what level he should be. I'll just say level one, so I'll 1d. Takes 2 damage. She has disadvantage on her next attack, and for you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay, so he used vicious mockery on the hag that you were on the second floor with, and she is the only hag,
Yeah.
correct?
Yep.
Okay. I have to do some math really quickly.
What was it that Gregor did? Like 79 or 70 something?
He did a lot
70
of
on the
fucking
dot.
damage.
But asks a dumb question. Does the hag look hurt? But then I remembered how much damage.
Just fucking jump.
Yeah, the hag's looking pretty fucking hurt. Is that the end of Zach's turn, by the way?
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste his bonus action.
Alright, it is Jade's turn.
Jade. Ooh, Jade! Yay! Where is she? Where is she? Oh, yeah, here she is. Uh, hmm. Damn it, no advantage. Alright, she'll just attack 2 times with her short sword, and for a bonus action, she'll hide.
Alright, let's see those rolls.
Only the first one hit. You don't need to tell. Oh, 8 damage, and she'll hide. Yeah,
Okay, so the
hidden, but she does 8 damage in that round. And she.
The 5 is her attempt at stealth, right?
What?
The 5, is that her attempt at stealth?
Yeah.
Okay. 8 damage. Oh shit. Not looking good. And I'm assuming that ends her turn. Alright. Big boy Xavier's turn. What you got?
Uh, well, two things. He's gonna throw his stuff over the. Actually, you know what? It's not worth it. He'll just go for unarmed strikes. But I was actually hiding, so I do have advantage.
That is true.
All right, yeah,
Uh,
I'm stealthing, so I. No,
Me and you have advantage, and Lutist, but he's the last. The nat 20s are just are being really fun.
Avery showed some love for some reason. What the fuck?
Hey, Zeno, if you could name this episode to have something to do with criticals or naturals in it, that'd be great.
Sure, why not? Maybe
But
I'll
now-
name it Critical Role.
What's the AC of the hag?
Let's see, 17. So that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3. So 8, 8, 6. Why am I so bad at math?
24.
24?
Sorry.
Okay. Wait, no.
22. I already corrected myself. Don't correct me. It'll make
Okay.
me feel dumb.
22
Right?
damage, right? Xavier, how do you want to end this fucking hag? She had 2 HP left.
Damn it! Wasted so many good attacks. Well, Xavier's just gonna look at her and just start doing that thing in anime when the character punches so hard in the stomach, just blazing fast. Yeah, that.
Okay.
Alright, so you do some straight up kung fu chain punches, just one after the other after the other. Her chest begins to smoke as your hands catch fire, and a final fist, which you wind all the way into last week and punch this hag all the way into next week. You'll see the bitch on Tuesday.
Oh my god.
Exactly. She is dead.
And I end my turn. Good DM.
All right. Joseph, it is your turn.
Alright, there's still one more hag down here with me, right?
So there's one hag on the second floor, 2 hags on the ground floor. Which floor are you on?
I'm on the ground floor. I was just making sure because I was sneaking up behind a hag, and if that was the only hag, my stealth was pointless.
So are you? So if you're on the ground floor, there's one hag that's already been wounded. She looks like she's lost about. You would imagine she's relatively thoroughly fucked. The other one looks completely healthy. Who are you targeting?
I am going for the one that's very hurt.
All right, let's see it. And I believe you were stealth, so you do get advantage.
Oh, stealth damage, my boy. Forgetting, are you a rogue as well? Because I know you're a warrior.
I am a war rogue, so I do get sneak attack, which is 2d6 if I.
Okay, great. So I haven't been hallucinating all this. Because, like, I'm sure I was just like, I'm sure if he's a rogue. I know he's a warlock. Have I been imagining? Come on, roll your chop chop, chop chop, 2d6, chop.
That is a total of fucking
30.
Yep.
Boom. Redemption arc. Ash gets good in math. Redemption.
As you drive your dagger through her back, you haven't killed her, but you can feel your dagger puncture her lung and deflate it. She's operating on one fucking lung.
Alright, afterwards, I'm going to pull up the knife, bring out my crossbow, aim it to the back of her head. Thank God for crossbow expert allowed me to be able to use it at close quarters, and I'm going to fire it. I don't get advantage on this one, but I'm looking to finish this.
It's, I'm telling.
You said you're
Plus
firing a
AC
crossbow into the back of her head, right?
Yes.
You see the crossbow embed about half of the way through her skull. She is on death's door, but she is not yet dead.
God damn it. Really? Oh, that's all my action.
These are. Oh, wait! Wait. One of the hags is dead.
Like the one I just. Or the one that was killed by.
Nope, never mind. They have the same HP.
Okay.
By the way, are any of you proficient in nature?
Are you dumb?
Xavier, can I have your roll nature?
You want a nature?
Yes, I do.
Wow, nerd getting a nature check.
Oh, that sucks. I'm disappointed in myself.
With a
Uh,
14,
Disappointed in
you
you too.
remember that hags are more powerful as a coven, and as you slay the one hag, the other two are no longer coven variant green hags, just ordinary green hags. They're just as durable, but they've got a lot less magic now.
Woo!
Xavier has a big smile on his.
What is it, Xavier? Did you do something extra gooder?
No, I'm just realizing something about them. It's Tabitha's turn.
Yep.
She's gonna go for the old. Well, she's gonna do two things. First of all, vicious mockery, and she's just gonna be like, you know what? I'm not sure if it's just me, but what's that on your face? Oh, it's just your face. It's that ugly. Okay. So may you please give me a wisdom saving throw?
So Tabitha's on the ground floor then?
Yeah, she was going in with Dora and Gregor before Gregor went
Right.
upstairs.
Yes. I remember now. Thank you.
Downstairs. Yeah, she was distracting, quote unquote, doing a horrible job, but do it. By the way, does vicious mockery get a plus of the charisma or not? Because I'm not.
It does not.
All right, so it's just a straight.
It's just that straight D4/2D4.
Two again, and it now has disadvantage on her next attack. And as a bonus action, I require the hack to give me a charisma saving throw. I'm gonna taunt. I'll show it to you.
Still a +2.
Yup, it's a.
You cut out. Did
Here's
you
what.
say it's a success?
Basically just a very OP disadvantage. But to be the answers.
Alright, so does that end Tabitha's turn?
Yeah. You know what whose time it is?
John Hoover.
Wait, I thought it was Lotus, man. I was getting excited. Fine. Jean, what can you do? Two melee attacks with a +4.
Didn't you leave him outdoors?
No, John
Oh,
was
he-
John was up there with
yeah,
Gregor.
Okay, so
yeah.
you're on
So
the top.
go down.
So on the top floor, you're about
Yeah.
60 feet away from the stairs. So he can run and jump down the stairs if he wants to take an action to dash.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, John, being experienced at running and jumping, he can clear the 10-foot drop and land on his hands and feet without taking fall damage. But that took his movement and his action. He's only got a bonus.
Yeah, he's only got one action.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. I said only one action.
Now it's time for the ludist.
Well, he has to do the same thing, but he has a bonus action. So he's gonna go downstairs, just like Jean did. But as a bonus action, where is it? He's gonna taunt as well. So may you please give me a charisma saving throw? God damn, screw you. Fine. You succeed, and now Jean and Lotus are downstairs. You need to add the hags now.
Late to haggles.
Reminding you because I know you have very bad memory. Such a grandpa.
The fuck?
+1. Their dex is a 1, it's a +1.
You can also do just
Sure, he knows. He's just being dumb. You know, don't do this, man.
you could just copy paste that without the period.
Wait, hags have a -2 to their dex? Jesus Christ.
Eh, no, that's number two, like two of them adding.
Okay.
Excited.
I was like, dude, they're not very fucking dexterous, bitchin'. We'll probably get them low on the fucking turn. And hags are going third.
You're rolling for both of them or one for each? Oh yeah, he's typing. I forgot. I keep forgetting we're on push.
All right, Gregor, it's your turn.
All right. So, how far away are the stairs?
The stairs are 60 feet away from you guys. Were standing upstairs. The hags are in the center of the room, 60 feet away from the stairs on the ground floor. It would actually be a shorter trip if you could punch through the floor, but unfortunately, I don't believe even you are that strong.
I'm definitely not that strong. I have a 14.
Xavier, one punch the floor.
Could I do a flip a dip like catching myself on the railing and just like shooting myself towards the center of the room?
No.
Ah, shucks. I guess
Downstairs, like
I'll just run and jump downstairs.
Do you have any bonus actions you would like to use?
Let me check. I'm good.
All right. All right, Zach.
Zach is Zach's downstairs. Yeah. Wait. No, it's not. Uh, so he'll go downstairs.
This,
Shit, and because I'm not letting you live, each one of them has two taunts. He's gonna taunt, He's gonna goddamn taunt.
okay.
I swear to God, man. I swear to God, just fail this one for me. Please, Hag, just do it. Please, please.
The fuck?
Stop the anticipation, man. Yes! Yes! That bitch has disadvantage on everything.
Alrighty then.
Zach's next turn. By the way, I chose the one that was hurt.
Gotcha. Alright, so Hag 1 is the one who was hurt. She is no longer a Coven variant hag, so her spells are limited. And she has disadvantage because she was taunted. So, who is physically closest to her?
The
Probably you, Joseph.
yeah, because I went for stabby. I'm right behind.
Alright, she is going to turn around and let me make sure how many actions she has. Action claws doesn't say 2 per turn, so she's just going to make one claw attack at disadvantage because she's been taunted, and somehow being made fun of gives you disadvantage. Gotta love D&D.
Because bro, elephants are 200 gold. Like, we discovered D&D is heavily flawed. Joseph, what do you think is more expensive, a bloody elephant or a warhorse?
Better be the fucking elephant. If the warhorse is more.
Well, you're wrong.
What?
Yeah, an elephant is 200 gold, and a warhorse is 400 gold. An elephant is 50% of a warhorse.
Does not compute.
Alright.
Me and Zeno argued about this for hours.
Because it was dumb. Why would a fucking elephant be 200 gold? It doesn't make sense.
By the way, I'm not saying you're wrong. I agree with you completely. I just wanted to abuse the system.
Oh my god, it's so dumb. Like, I'm not mad at Xavier. Xavier was doing his thing. But Wizards of the Coast, wake up. Anyway, fucking, the hag turns around to slash at you, Joseph. But because her feelings are hurt, she misses.
Love how bad you are. You're.
I'm not upset that she has disadvantage to attack. I'm upset that the reason she has disadvantage is because she was taunted.
He's provoking her. He's just like, can't hit me, pussy. And she can't hit him. That's how it works.
Oh, it's so dumb. It's great. D&D is amazing. Alright, Jade's turn.
Jade is gonna go downstairs. Actually, she can dash as a bonus action. So screw you, I'll let her attack anyways,
Okay.
So yeah, she gets what? Okay, I'll let her attack with her crossbow, since I don't want her to get too. Nope, doesn't hit. I already know. You don't need to tell me. Uh, Jade ends her turn.
Hag 2. Now, she's within 5 feet of her sister. She saw that that dagger and that crossbow, and she's not happy about it. But she's also no longer a Coven hag. So she's just gonna claw attack, and she's not at disadvantage because she wasn't taunted.
Damn it.
Bro, I'm pretty sure.
That is a miss.
Avery wants me to lose.
Yeah, Avery today has never been on this side, on our side. Like, this is the first time. Let us enjoy it, Zeno.
Like, holy shit, Avery's loving us for some unknown reason.
Yeah, we better cherish this moment, man.
Yeah, because it's gonna come back to bite us in the ass.
Most.
So that's when 30 Tarasques descend from space.
Zeno's just like try to block this Avery.
Alright, Xavier, it's your
All
turn.
of the Tarasques get napped one.
Oh my god, it's my turn. It's crazy that I just can like go downstairs and just kill people. It's so crazy. Uh,
So
uh
kooky, so wacky.
Quirky. Xavier's gonna dash as an action, and as a bonus action, he's gonna flurry of blows. And
You can only do that as a bonus action if you attacked.
let me check my good old friend. Flurry of blows. Du- 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 du. Du- 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 du. You are right, my friend. Then I will. Wait, I can. Okay, I I do the dash action as a bonus action. Step of the wind. Screw you, Zeno. Even though he
Oh,
did
fuck
nothing.
you, Xavier.
Step of the wind. So I dash as a bonus action, and my main action will be to my two attacks.
Sounds so confident and happy, it makes me want to rage.
Uh, Xavier's gonna attack the hag that has disadvantage, and he's gonna stunning strike. That's what's lovely. That's why I even got the boards because they can be a pain in the ass for a DM. Isn't it lovely?
So it turns out these hags have studied at a monastery and they're all crazy powerful monks.
My favorite.
Would you look at that? I even got a crit. Isn't life magnificent, Zeno? And I start. May she please give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage?
Y'all ever just deal 7 damage with a crit?
Y'all ever just make Zeno wanna kill himself? Amen, bro.
No,
Yeah,
I think he's
same,
gonna
bro.
kill us.
Ah!
That wasn't even a disadvantage. You forgot it. But that doesn't matter.
It
The hack
does matter. Use it with disadvantage. You might
No.
get 2 nat 20.
the hag is stunned until the end of my next turn. And I end my turn, Zeno. And by the way, Joseph, you have advantage on every attack against her. Just if you want to sneak.
Ooh, nice.
Zeno, you learn to fucking fear me.
Wait.
That's how you
To
get your character.
to be very clear, the hag that's the freshest is the one stunned.
What?
I
The
believe you.
freshest piece of Bel Air is done.
All right, because as long if that one's stunned, then yeah, I have nothing.
Xavier, which one did you stun? Did you stun the healthy one or the one that was near death?
No, the one that was hurt because that's the one that has this.
Okay, so the
Oh,
one that has disadvantage is pretty fucking broken up. So let me just inform you as to what Xavier did. He grabbed the hag by the throat, pulled her in, and just delivered one rock solid hook punch and then a second one punching her jaw off of her face, opening up an artery and a major vein. She is dribbling blood uncontrollably.
yeah, no one cares. They tried to kill me, Zeno. I show no mercy.
How is that bitch still alive then? If that's the case.
And her of her misery, man. And
Let's make it happen, Joseph.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to just smile, take my dagger again, and I'm gonna go straight to the back. I'm gonna try to puncture that other lung, and because they have advantage, I get a sneak attack too.
Fucking ender. Miss!
Wow.
Holy shit!
Well, bonus action with my crossbow.
So how do you want to end this?
I don't know how I missed with advantage, but I basically go and I somehow go just stab between her legs and going. And I'm looking at my dagger going, how the? And I just hold up my crossbow bolt with the other hand and aim for the other side of her head, going straight for her through her head into her eyeball. As I'm just standing here examining my dagger, and I just blindly aim right behind her head and pull.
So as you shoot her in the, you're shooting her in the back of the head, right?
Yes.
The arrow goes through the back of her head, out of her eye, and her eyeball is stuck on the barbed tip of the arrow. She twitches and groans for a moment, and then falls over dead.
All right, and I end my turn.
Tabitha.
Oh, Tabitha, my lovely assistant. Uh, she's gonna vicious mockery. She's just like, you know, I always expected you guys to smell bad. You surprised me. uh, wisdom saving throw. What did you do in it? In it? It's just or I don't know how you got them confused, but that's
60.
oh, she succeeds. You know what Tabitha's gonna do now? It's quite funny. I'm gonna taunt.
You're going to taunt?
Yeah, I'm gonna taunt.
Oh, so you think you're funny. Funny guy over here. Okay.
Like, can hear Zeno's anger.
You know, I honestly,
He fails.
uh,
Fuck you, Zeno.
you
Please don't
know,
tell me.
I honestly suspect that one of these days he's just gonna turn around, find a reason for your NPCs to just kill your character in your sleep.
Bro, he already tried to kill me before. I'm pretty sure he will do it again. He doesn't care.
What I love about this gif is apparently Stephen Colbert at some point just chucked a fucking board at a small child.
Yeah, because Colbert doesn't like chess, I think. That's the word.
All right, that doesn't matter. Can you just do it next because I wanna annoy the shit out of you, Zeno. Oh my god, it's John's turn. It's crazy how just things go around like that. uh, John was downstairs now. How far do you? You know what?
He jumped straight downstairs. He's now 60 feet away from the hag.
Oh, he's. Oh, thank God. Yeah, then I can do what I want. I'll go for two range attacks with my. Love that. I just because I copy paste unarmed strikes. So I thought it was both miss, but a valiant effort nonetheless. Uh, and it next. John has nothing else.
The lootist.
Lotus is gonna go for vicious mockery by saying, "Gonna cry, gonna shit your pants, maybe, G- gonna cry and come." I'm not saying the last part. I'm just gonna say the first.
That wasn't even right, you nerd.
Don't care. So wisdom save at disadvantage, it's crazy how you have disadvantage on every saving throw till Tabitha's next turn. Uh, you're this is
Zeno, I feel your pain. I feel your.
does 2 damage. ah, life is what is the word? Amusing. Yes, that is the word. No, Lotus is feeling generous and he'll end his turn then. Hmm. 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 Skip her. Hmm.
It reminds you of the.
Zeno, I'm afraid to like. I'm afraid of him. I'm being honest. I'm terribly afraid of Zeno.
Reminds
Gregor!
you. Reminds you of the
All
time,
right. So
Zeno.
what's happening, gamers?
There's one hag left. She has been unharmed. She's lost both of her sisters, and y'all are wrecking fucking face.
Okay.
And excuse you, she lost 2 psychic damage. Zeno, pay attention.
Let him.
Okay, so first things first. I'm a realist. I want to use Fighting Spirit as my bonus action to give myself advantage on attack rolls and give myself 5 temporary.
Nice.
And then I am going to go up and shoot her with my bow 2 times using Great Weapon Master because apparently it's just literally any weapon. It doesn't have to be a melee. Let me just check up on that again, make sure I'm not bullshitting myself.
Thank you. Oh, yes, I do remember that, Joseph. That was fun. So much fun when it's happening to a different DM.
I know, right? But I can genuinely feel your pain because I understand.
I feel neither of your pains. I'm just a bystander who
No, it's only melees.
greatly.
It's only melees. Oh well. I'll just go up with my learning curve then and slap.
Slap away.
And I'm using advantage because of, fighting spirit.
Because of fighting spirit? Okay.
Don't want to get, all banned and all that. Yeah.
Zeno, can I tell you something?
What?
You clearly didn't hear me. I said you are a great DM and we love you.
Zooey Mama, that's 37 damage.
Oof.
And just for kicks and giggles, I'll impose another nice little intelligence.
That's fine. That is totally fine.
Oh my god, you know what's crazy? It's a disadvantage because of taunt. Look at how god
How wacky is that, bro?
Zeno, you must love yourself. uh
Forgot the earlier, sir. That's great. That's great. So that'd be 12 damage, and because both my attacks hit, am I right?
It's a disadvantage. She rolled a 4.
Oh, okay. So that's a 21 extra damage, and just for kicks and giggles, I got another charge left. I'll use that to another save. Just make sure this hag's real nice and dead.
I would like to draw up a card from the deck of souls that I drew in and just place it there. It's called the Card of Pity.
Okay, so that's another 22 damage. So if we just calculate all this together, that's 21 plus 22 plus 37. Um that'd be 80 on the dot.
And she already took 2 damage from that fucking bardic spell a moment ago. How do you want to end her, Gregor?
Yeah.
82 on the fucking dot.
Yeah.
Wait, did that to actually kill her?
Yes,
That killed
she
her.
rolled
That killed-
exactly 80. They have 8.
Lotus is taking all the credit. He doesn't care. He only did 2 damage. He's just like, I killed her.
Okay. So Gregor cuts off both her legs and then just insults the shit out of her.
Ugh.
You know, you're honestly just not I'm not great at doing these things, but you were just not a very nice being. You should honestly just carry around a house plant to take care of the oxygen you weigh.
I know that was directed at the hags, but that felt kind of personal.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Zeno, it's great. Just how much we love you.
Oh, god damn it.
And you don't need to say it. We know you love us back so much.
Hey, good news though. We get to split 1,200 three ways.
No, we're not doing that. We're gonna give Adora money.
God damn it.
You mean God damn it? Adora literally did have the damage in the
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Bandor isn't. I was planning on being generous. Bandor gets nothing. He wasn't here. He was just like, I'll be here the whole session. Ooh.
Ooh. And then he just says like, nah.
Gotta help my brother.
Each one of us gets 300 GP when we go back to the cave.
Actually, 1,200 split between 4 people is 400.
What? No, it's
4 plus 4 is 8. 4. All right, shut up.
I love your logic. 4 plus 4 is 8. And 4 is 16. Exactly 1200.
Shut up. My head's more focused on food. I'm hungry.
Okay, so you demolish these goddamn hags, like in the most just humiliating possible way. Even though you have disrupted their ritual, it doesn't matter because they're dead anyway. But thank you for destroying their organs so that they couldn't. It's not possible to bring back these 3 night hags, which you would probably also demolish.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do here before you head back home?
Yeah.
I heard
I
treasure items abound. I'm going
I
to
want to look around and see if there's any special treasure that's still left here.
Same. I want to investigate.
Let's go investigate, gamers.
Everyone make an investigation check!
God damn it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Highest investigation.
Everybody's like, no, you guys have done enough damage.
Wait. Can I make Jade roll for investigation? She's proficient.
Sure.
Well, she rolls better than both of you. So Jade is better than both of you confirmed. Joseph, why do you only have a +5 in the investigation? You need you steal shit. You need to have better investigation.
My intelligence is a +1.
Wow. Really?
I am proficient in investigation, but I only have a +1 to my intelligence.
If you have attunement spots, just do like me and buy the headband of intellect. One of the most OP things.
I have no more attunement slots available. They're all
You
taken
wasted
out.
3 of them? Good job. Alright,
Anklet
what
of
do we...
dexterity.
Oh yeah, the anklet of dexterity. I forgot. Got it. That beautiful fight. I keep dreaming about it every night. Uh, so,
Honestly, I kind of wish my passive investigation would take place here. 15, that would have been better, but oh well. Rolling, I got
my passive investigation is a 18.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
E
it's
big brain.
important. Plus, I am proficient in it. Plus, I have the headband of intellect. So, Zeno, my boy, my favorite DM. What do we find?
He's looking it up. He's doing big thunks.
Or I keep forgetting that you can't talk if you're searching stuff because he's probably on his thing. Ah,
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a 14, an 8, and a 10, correct?
Yes.
yes,
And
sir.
11. But that 11 doesn't matter.
You do. I just did a dab because I'm hip and
You did a that? I bet you didn't even do this.
Alright, I'm gonna need just a moment. Don't ask questions. Alright, so Xavier, while you're poking about amongst their various treasures, you find 10 platinum coins, and you find a sword with the name Duron on it.
I investigated.
Like he needs the goddamn platinum. God damn.
Should have had better
Should I
interpretation.
bring that name? Should I bring up that meme again?
Oh my god, that item, bro! We worked on it. My god, this is legendary. Even though I don't use swords.
Give me the sword.
Nah, it's way too precious. Plus, it has Duron on it for a reason. Oh,
Eh,
uh, Xavier's gonna hold the sword close to his chest.
I'd like you to make a investigation check as you examine the blade.
13 damage.
You can see written into the blade, the edge of the blade in Orcish, it says, "To my only son, I'm sorry I could not be there for you."
Xavier's gonna take a deep breath and just, even though I don't use it, I appreciate it. And he'll just put it on. Bro, why you do this to me? Why?
I think we're about to end it because here soon I do need to go to work too, so.
Alright.
Yeah. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna let us go home, get gold, and get bitches. That's neither.
And then we can start on my quest. Hooray!
Xavier, do you attune to the sword, by the way?
Let me. Hmm. Well, I have no attunement thoughts at the moment, so I cannot. But when he can, he'll just unattune to the what which one was it? The staff of Python.
All right, let me actually have you do that right now.
All right. Other sword and attune. I attune to it.
All right, and I would like you to refresh your character sheet and look at your weapon proficiencies.
Oh, nice.
Oh, thank you,
A gift from your
father.
father.
Oh man, making me shed a tear over daddy issues. So, um, Xavier is just glad that he could find this, and he's giving 5 platinum to Joseph.
And Joseph will be surprised and be like, you sure?
Well, yes, I have been making money many ways, and you're responsible for a barony, and we're all together in this.
Right. Thank you, my friend. I'll pocket the platinum, 5 platinum, and Joseph will basically hold out his hand to shake it.
I'll shake your
Uh, he basically shakes it with a smile and going, brothers in arms. But me personally, the player, this feels like it's a pity.
No, it's not. Xavier is generally just a nice guy.
I know Xavier is, but I feel like this is like a pity handout. Like, here you go, 5 platinum.
Stop with your pride. It's not pity.
All right. So, since we're trying to end the session here, I will say that John Hoover is able to navigate you all back home over the course of 2 days without any issues. You're all back home. You collect your gold, and Xavier, you've got an extra magic weapon that you can't attune to. What are you going to do with that?
Give it to me. Give it.
It's a gift from my dead father.
The staff.
Oh, you want the stuff of Python?
Give me all the weapons.
You can give it to one of your allies or try to sell it.
Wait. One of my
Or you can
allies.
keep it.
You could give it to an NPC.
Yeah, well, that's what I was planning on doing. But oh, well, I'll just get a druid sooner or later, and I'll give it to him then, because it can be attuned to my.
Speaking of, I'm going to look at the people.
Spoke. I was planning on hiring all of them.
That's why I made the priest so expensive.
I know, Zeno. But you think that's gonna stop me? I can hire all of them, though. Zeno, are you free right now?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything, but Gregor said he had to take a phone call, so I figured we could end it here.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna end the session, but since there's something I wanted to do, and I don't think the whole party needs to be here. It's not a quest, but it's a thing that one. It's not private either.
Ah.
It's not private. I already told Joseph. I just want to go talk to the Jarl and ask for men.
All right. Well, I'm going to stop the recording here. This was fun, guys.